What's good, everybody? Wick Mate 912 back in your area. Y'all tune in to Ears to the Streets TV. Y'all already know what time it is. You already know. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. We got a lot to talk about this morning. This nice, beautiful Sunday morning. I hope everybody is doing good this morning. Obviously, y'all ain't in church because y'all ain't here with me. So I'm just going to give y'all the word. The news, that is. The news. Y'all know we living in I don't know, it seems like we living in a mini hell or something. Life ain't supposed to be this hard, y'all. Life ain't supposed to be this hard. It ain't supposed to be this evil. But it's some evil going on in this world, y'all. Y'all know I got, I didn't put as much of stuff that I'm going to talk about in the title because, of course, I didn't have enough room to put everything that I was going to talk about. But man, I think I'm going to have to make some short videos also. Because other than that, we'll probably be here all day with all the stuff I done been finding. But I want people to be able to catch my story. So, you know, a lot of times if they don't catch it during your live, people, you know, don't see it. So some of the stories that y'all see me going over right now, I'm gonna do some uploads on those stories to make them shorter, you know, probably like 8 to 10 minutes. That way, if you miss a part of the live, you can go and catch it on uploaded video. And it does better for the algorithm and everything anyway for me to upload videos. Kind of seems like they still got me a little shadow ban, even though I'm on another channel. My old lady said she doesn't get my notifications. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not getting my notification. I hear that all the time. So, but just to make sure, man, y'all all make sure y'all hit y'all notification bell, just so y'all get, you know, in the future notifications if they're gonna give them to you. Also, y'all, I believe available now is it's the membership. Y'all can let me know if you see it. I'm not looking at my phone right now. But I believe there's also membership is $2.99 or across the board. I didn't make different prices. I'm not gonna do that until I put out special stuff or whatever. And I'm definitely gonna get around. I'm figuring out how to do this little wheel thing. I definitely want to give out some Ears to the Street merchandise to some of my loyal supporters. Oh yeah, today, man, we got the Super Bowl. Who y'all got? Let me know in the comments who y'all got tonight. I'm going with the Eagles. That's my brother's favorite team, been his favorite team for about 20 years now. You know, long as his Eagles ain't playing my Buccaneers, I'm usually cool with the Eagles. There's a Brunswick native on the Eagles. Darius Slay. I'm pretty sure all y'all know who Darius Slay is. He's probably the best cornerback in the game that's not talked about all the time. But Darius Slay grew up in Brunswick, Georgia. He was on the Pivot podcast also, talking about Brunswick, Georgia. You know how his neighborhood kind of used to beef with my neighborhood. Now that was the younger generation because Darius is younger than me. I grew up more with Darius, his father. So me and his father was real cool. His father had him at a very young age. I think he was 15 years old when he had Darius. So Darius is fairly young. I don't even think he's 25. I think he's like 27 years old, or 27, 28 years old. Yeah, man. I would love to see somebody from Brunswick, Georgia, get a ring, get a Super Bowl ring. Bring a Super Bowl ring back to Brunswick, man. If he win a Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure there's all kind of Super Bowl parties going on in Brunswick right now. watch party to watch the homie Darius Slay do his thing in the Super Bowl. So if my dog get a pick six or a pick, that would be huge. So I'm putting my money on Philly tonight. I think defense wins championship. So I'm putting my money on Philly tonight. Because Philly got an authentic defense. Kansas City got a very good offense. But what y'all don't realize, they're playing. They got a lot of good of their main players hurt. I don't see not one person on Kansas City that Darius can't lock down. Probably not Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is huge. So, but outside of Travis Kelce, all those other wide receivers they got, I don't think that they can do anything with those. I don't think they can get loose on those Philly cornerbacks. So I think, and Philly also has a good offense. So I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. But I think Philly is going to ultimately come away with that championship. Another black quarterback will get him a ring. A Brunswick native will get him a ring. You know, and it'll be a beautiful thing. It'll be a beautiful thing. But anyway, let's get into our stories for today, man. We got 35 people in the area. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that because I know y'all rock with me the long way. Make sure y'all hit that like button. So let's get into some of our stories, man. We got, you know, I can't make this stuff up. We got some real weird things going on in our world right now. Let me start with this story because the story that's really heartbreaking that I'm gonna cover today, I'm gonna say that for last because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to get all y'all into too emotional before the fun. We can enjoy some laughs first, and then we'll get into some real stuff. So let me pull up some of these stories. I'm sorry, y'all. I set my live kind of early. I should have had my all my videos already intact, but when I woke up this morning, I was checking stories and stuff like that. I was like, let me hurry and go live before the whole day fill up with people going live, and then people have to try to switch between my live and other people's live and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to take up the little space that I can, and not try to hog the YouTube streets too much. But like I say, later on today, I will be making some uploaded videos where we can, where I just kind of go across a couple of things that I wanted to go across. So this first story, y'all. How many of y'all like Spider-Man? How many of y'all like Spider-Man? Salute, Valentina. Salute. Matter of fact, I got to make sure I get some shout-outs to y'all, man. My bad. Jimmy Sly TV. Salute to you. Valentina, V-Chan. Love, Lays. Always love. Love to Miss J. Salute, One True Emperor. Salute, Garrett Chavez. Salute, Paul Belton. Don Dusty. Carl Belton. All right, who else we got in here, man? Steady grinding. Salute my guy. Madeline Queen. Salute to you. Set. Salute to the set. Going them Philly Eagles all day. Jamel Fair. Salute. Bless up family. Teran. Salute my guy. The first person was in here. Oh, Knowledge Talk. Salute to you. We had Andra Deluche. He said, be on time, my dude. I've been waiting on your live. Work born is here. I'm so glad I can entertain you at work. I appreciate you for joining in. And I tried to be on time. I was only 2 minutes late. I know you'll get fired at work for being 2 minutes late. I will, anyway. Some people will. I know I was a little late, but I got here. I got here within the 5-minute grace period. Salute, Trish. All right, y'all, let's get into this first story. Yeah, this story is amazing. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. But, matter of fact, let me do one before that. Because this kind of got to do with the Super Bowl, where the Super Bowl is then held at. So, we all know Fox Sports. If you're a Cowboy fan, which I know it's a lot of Cowboy fans, Cowboy fans. Real Cowboy fans, y'all know y'all best wide receiver ever was Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin has been a sports analyst for years now, and he covers a lot of the sports that's going on, a lot of the plays. He's always on Fox Sports. We always see him on the games before the game, and he was in Phoenix getting ready to cover the Super Bowl. But and this is why Kwame always says, "I don't want to be a celebrity." He don't mind being famous, but if you're a celebrity, people have different expectations for you. People will lie on you. People will do anything to try to cancel you. And I believe they're trying to cancel Michael Irvin right now, or at least they tried to take away this opportunity that Michael just had to cover the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna show y'all how. Now, Michael Irvin was in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm about to pull it up, y'all. Don't worry about it. Give me a second. I'm pulling up the story back up. Michael Irvin was in Phoenix, Arizona for the Super Bowl, and apparently he was in the lobby of his hotel, and he just nicely spoke to some people, spoke to a lady. Nothing, he didn't think nothing of it. The next day, Michael Irvin was told that he cannot do the coverage of the Super Bowl because of misconduct. Now, Michael Irvin was dumbfounded about this misconduct stuff that they talking about, because he was like, "Well, I didn't do anything." Well, apparently, the lady that he talked to in the hallway or in the lobby of the hotel claims that, I don't know, he said something wrong to her or something like that. Where's the damn story? Said that he said something wrong to her. Now, Michael is claiming that, "Hey, I didn't say nothing but hello to the lady, nice to meet you." And the thing that's on his side is two witnesses that were there at the time. I don't know where my story went at, y'all. Two witnesses that two people that witnessed the situation, they told the truth. They say, "Well, nah, it was only like a 30-second interaction," and all the lady said, "Hey, are you Michael Irvin?" And he was like, "Yeah," and then he just went on about his business. He went on about his business. And he spoke to the lady nicely. Everybody says, two witnesses came through and said the same thing. They didn't know each other. But let me pull up this story real quick. And I can't find the one that Michael Irvin video sent home from Super Bowl. They sent the man home from the damn Super Bowl. That is sad. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the right story so we can see the news coverage of it. Yeah, it's so messed up, man. They sent this man home. This man was looking forward to doing his job, and just because somebody decided to lie on him. Oh, we got the actual video, y'all. She claimed that this man was harassing her. That man didn't even know who you was. Michael Irvin been in the game for a long time, y'all. This man knows the difference between just, what he can do and what he can't do. And what he is not about to do is mess up his thing in the Super Bowl for no white woman. Black woman, white woman, it don't matter what kind of woman it is. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to okay, hey, I got the story right here for you. Let me share it. Yeah, they say he shook the lady's hand for 30 seconds. Nobody witnessed this man do anything wrong to this woman. say anything wrong. They claim it was misconduct or whatever. It's just another setup. One of those setups where the Illuminati wanna. I'm gonna just call it the Illuminati. I don't know what it's called. Go along, get along, whatever you want to call it. All right, let me turn my music down just a little bit. I'm coming, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared. I just had so many stories to cover. I said, man, I ain't about to pull up nothing. I set the time, and then I ran to the store, and then I started talking and running my mouth, and didn't get back soon enough to get all my ducks in a row like I'm supposed to. Unprofessional of me, I know it, y'all. So here we go. Turn that camera off. Okay. So here we go right here, y'all. This is the Micheal. This is what this man just got kicked out of the Super Bowl for. Well, can't do his job at the Super Bowl. Oh, where's the sound? Uh-oh. Go back down. I'm not trying to do all that.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave.
Sorry, y'all.
I was thinking when I was on my way over.
Sure. Now let's watch that again in case I missed something. Now it's mighty funny that somebody would say you harassing them when they all smile. She got on her little coochie cutter shorts on and everything. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden he harassing. This man just standing there, people talking to him, he talking to them. Now of course we ain't see nothing on there. Let me see if I can find another one real quick. I didn't know that audio right there. I don't know if that's my audio or their audio, but I think that's their audio.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave.
Let's see if I can pull up one more for y'all real quick. My bad. I thought that would have been a better one. We got alleged witness in Michael Irvin incident recount story. I want to play this one, but TMZ they like to hit you with the copyright claim, so I'm not gonna play TMZ's version of it. Here, let's see what this one is. Let's do this one. Let's try this one.
Michael Irvin is standing up for himself, his name, and he's.
I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that guy's video either. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the one I want. I had one pulled up. I thought I did anyway. I'm trying to find the news article that I had. Okay, until I show y'all this news article, we'll do this. This is what I'll do. Oh, here it is. Okay. And as y'all can see, there's a lot of coverage on it. Michael Irvin shows council culture is real. There was a video where he actually was in there and he was and he discussed it. I mean, they were talking about it. But being that he has a history of stuff like this, it probably wasn't hard for them to believe that. Now, Michael Irvin sues the Marriott and the accuser for $100 million over false misconduct. So if he wins this lawsuit, y'all, wow, he's suing them for $100 million. And I'm trying to find the story. I had a story, y'all. I had it. Oh, here it is. This might be it. I was going to say, I actually had it already ready, and for some reason it's not in my...
We come out the jury.
I know it's hard to hear, y'all.
Amen.
Cheated us. We come out the jury. You don't want to fuck about you. You don't fuck up. I got all of it.
Amen.
Now, I know it's hard to hear, y'all, and I thought it was just the last video, but obviously that's how all the videos are. It's kind of hard to hear what he's actually saying. But the witness, that white guy that was sitting right there,
you never let a bitch come stand in your motherfucking house. It's all.
I don't know what the hell that is. Y'all see that there's a witness sitting right there, and the guy is sitting there looking dead at the conversation. Don't hear any kind of misconduct. But this woman goes and tell this big bold-faced ass lie on this man, and now the council culture is trying to counsel Michael Irvin. Already done cost this man one of the biggest opportunities of his life. One of the biggest opportunities of his life. And as y'all can see, the witness came up and recounted the incident. I would love to play this, but I already know TMZ they gonna give me a copyright claim. But if you want to go look at the TMZ sports of the witness incident recounting the story, there it is for you. Michael Irvin interview denied, said that's years ago. But this council culture is definitely real, as what LeVar Arrington is saying on Fox Sports News right here. Ricky Smiley has reported that Michael Irvin is suing for $100 million. $100 million, that lady and that hotel. Because they even dropped him from the whole damn NFL network. He lost his whole job behind this, y'all. The man lost his whole job behind this allegation. As we just seen, this man, all he did is stop and talk to a white woman. He stopped and talked to a white woman. You're going to have every player in the world now that's like, no, I'll never stop and talk to another. I won't talk to a fan. I won't talk to a woman. I won't do anything. Salute change needed. Salute Three Rivers Bird, hometown. Douglas Cook, salute. Now you're gonna have it where no athlete will ever stop and talk to a fan because they're gonna be scared of stuff like this happening. and everybody's covering this situation, and I'll make a video about it. That way I can get more into detail. I want to make sure I get a video that's not gonna get me in trouble or whatever. But as y'all can see, a lot of people are reporting on this story. 45-second conversation just cost this man his job, cost him the coverage of the Super Bowl. It's messed up. It's totally screwed up. Totally screwed up. They'll do a black man like this, and then and then turn around and say, "Oh, when they find out that this man he got witnesses." See, it's so messed up that they can sit here, the NFL Network. You can have witnesses that you didn't do anything wrong, and they'll still fire this man before they even get all the evidence. It's sad. But I hope Micheal Irvin wins that lawsuit, sues NFL Network for jumping on that too fast. Salute to Grow Tech G. Dimple D, salute. 27 Darren, salute. I hope when they find out that they were wrong about this situation, when that video already came out. See, they should be graceful enough to say, okay, we got the witness account. The video came out to show that you didn't say anything wrong. You didn't do anything out of misconduct to these people or whatever. Hell, the Super Bowl haven't started yet. That was 3 days ago. You still invited, sir. We're still going to let you do your job. Sorry, we made a quick mistake. Everything can be settled just like that. But see, they're going to try to stick to their guns because they don't want to get caught not believing a white woman over Micheal Irvin. See, Micheal Irvin, he's had a past. But y'all knew he had a past when y'all hired him on to NFL Network. Because people do change, you know what I mean? So I think he actually changed. Salute Caroso Sweet. Yeah, it was a setup from the beginning. It was a setup from the beginning. They put themselves in the path of that man, and they thought that it would be an easy come up. Oh, all we got to do is say this about him. They're gonna believe you. You know they're gonna believe a blonde haired white girl over this big black man. But luckily, those other men, those white men that just they didn't think it was right. They sitting there looking at the whole conversation. This man ain't saying nothing, and then they seen that this man was a total gentleman. This man was, just a good guy overall, and y'all are taking advantage and taking the man's food out of his mouth, out of his family mouth over a lie. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. Much as I don't like Cowboys, I don't want to see no grown man lose his position. You know what I'm saying? Over a lie. This is a cold world. This is a cold world. But y'all, let's go to our next story, man. Salute to Micheal Irvin, man. I hope everything gets worked out. But the damage is already done, to be honest. Because, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for him. This man he might not be here next year. So, you don't never want to lose opportunity because you never know when it's your last chance to do something like this. You know what I mean? This man got to run around with this thing on his shirt over a 30 to 45-second conversation. This gonna make this man lock in so hard, like, dang, I can't even speak to people. I can't even be nice to the normal, everyday people. And there's other athletes gonna do the same thing. Y'all know they got Warren Sapp like this a couple of years ago also. Now, I don't know if it was true or not, because Warren Sapp, he actually got arrested. But for soliciting a prostitute, as what they said it was. So I don't know how true it was, but just got to be careful out here. You got to be careful out here. These, especially when you get that celebrity status, that famous status, people start knowing you. If I ever blow up on YouTube, man, where people just know me just out of nowhere and all that stuff, man, I ain't gonna be speaking to folks, man. Y'all just gonna be like, oh, it's the street. He an asshole. Yeah, happened to Shannon Sharp too. He said he don't ride salute Justin in. He said he don't even ride in the elevators with him no more. Nah, he ain't Shannon Sharp. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that people can't even just live their normal life. I understand people gonna be fans and stuff like that, or whatever, but it's sad that you can't even speak to people. You can't even speak to people. Wow. Anyway, man, shout out to Micheal Irvin, man. Like I say, I hate to see stuff like this happen. I don't care if he's white, black, purple, whatever. He's just a man in this world trying to make feed. And then you have people that just thirsty for attention, people that's thirsty for a free dollar, that they will actually just tell a big bold faced lie on you, cost you they don't have no concern about your career, your kids, your nothing. All they want is a quick buck, looking for opportunity. Dang, man, I ain't gonna lie, that done bothered me, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna have your merch. I got you, lovely. I gotta send you. I gotta definitely send you one of these Is the Street mugs. Just in case if you drink coffee or whatever, you know what I mean. So when y'all checking out the show, y'all can, you know what I'm saying. So let's go to the next story. This one here is a little more funnier. So let me lighten up the mood a little bit, y'all. Let me lighten up the mood a little bit. Let me lighten up the mood a little bit. It's funny, but it's not funny. So y'all know, like, right? These the most, I would say, the most dedicated protesters. They're not the ones for the Black Lives Matter. They're not the ones for police brutality. They're not the dog lovers. The most dedicated protesters are the pro-life protesters. The ones that abortion is wrong. They will get out in front of an abortion clinic, 100 deep. They'll hold up signs for 10 hours straight in the snow, in the blizzard, in the rain. I've seen it here in Orlando. You drive by abortion clinic, you'll have 40 white people on the side of the road in 100-degree weather with signs up, save the child, save the kids, and all this, a fetus is a person and all this crazy stuff. Nobody blinks an eye when a nigga get killed on the street for no damn reason. Nobody blinks an eye at the police killing folks and all this stuff. They want you to be born just to get killed early. Seems like. But they done took this to a whole, nother dumb level. We got a pro-lifer who decided, y'all, and I can't make this stuff up. I don't know if y'all seen this story. He decided to climb the highest building in Phoenix. He did this because it's Super Bowl weekend and the Super Bowl is in Phoenix, Arizona. So y'all know when all the attention is in one city, that's when people started doing all this attention grabbing stuff. So look at him. I can't make this up. Look at this wabbit, y'all. This wabbit, let me play some of this for y'all. Watch this wabbit.
Live now from Fox. Viewer discretion is advised here as we are taking a look here of a person scaling the Chase Tower in downtown Phoenix right now. And this is all happening live right there. Bottom right, you can see there And you can see almost looks like that person was actually trying to wave there to Sky Fox there just moments ago as they're wedged between the two sides there of that building. This is a 40-floor building here in downtown Phoenix. It's about
This rabbit crawled up 44 damn flights of, I mean, not flights, but this man crawled up between two buildings. 44 stories for pro-life. For pro-life, y'all. This is a stand for pro-life. I can't make this up. For pro-life, y'all.
Dummy. And that's for your dumbass dick.
He deserves some extra box for that, y'all. He can't be pro-life, not risking his own life. So you telling me you want them not to have it? See, you should have been aborted. This is why I'm not even against abortion. This is why I'm not even against abortion. You should be able to do whatever you want to with your damn body. If you want to smoke crack with your body, do it. If you want to kill yourself, go ahead and do it. If you want to, get rid of the baby, that's you. You the one got to deal with that later on. You the one got to go, when you go back to your maker, you have to explain that. That's you. But what point is this proving? Ready to throw away your life for pro-life? Let's listen to what these folks got to say, because this is deep, y'all. This is deep. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what they were reporting on this web.
483 feet, largest building in downtown Phoenix. And as Sky Fox is able to pull away there, you can see the height of that building right now.
But do y'all see that? Look, I couldn't even go on the top floor in the elevator and look out the window. And this rabbit is crawling up between the damn building, y'all. Look at this. I can't make this up. Let me blow this up a little bit, man, so y'all can see this a little bit bigger. Y'all think I made this up. Y'all got to think I made this up. I believe I can climb. Hey, you would think, Garrett, you would think that he would have used these good climbing abilities to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you go climb the building, bro, go break in the top of the building or whatever. Let's go get something. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this talent, this is what you use it for.
You do have law enforcement that are on the roof, and they are continuing.
Now, all this stuff going on in Phoenix, I'm pretty sure it's a whole lot of people in Phoenix right now for the Super Bowl. They need police everywhere. But instead of the police being there to police the areas, you know what I'm saying, keep crime down, it looked like it's at least about 10 to 20 officers on top of that building. If I was an officer, I'm like, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gonna have to just wait for him to drop. Yeah, just wait for him to drop. He'll come down. Extreme Junkies is real, yeah.
To really follow this right now, but at this point, there's really not too much that they can do at this moment, but just try to plead with the individual and try to have them securely go down or try to go up there. But
look, all these folks up here got to deal with your dumb ass. All these officers, all these people that got so many more important things that they can be dealing with right now, y'all. But you dealing with a rabbit trying to crawl a building, talking about pro-life. I'm putting on a protest for pro-life. So when you die from falling your ass to your death, in a gruesome way. Now we gotta waste all our taxpayer money. We could have put all that money behind we could have put all that money behind something else besides scraping your ass up off the damn concrete. I can't make this up, y'all. This is the type of wabbitry we dealing with. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this news story a little bit because it's interesting, y'all. It's interesting what they say about it. It's interesting the details, everything.
Very tense situation here as this person has their feet and arms wedged there, and they continue right now to go up there. As you can see, nothing else holding this person up there but their own feet and arms. So
That way they're getting tired now, though, y'all.
Situation going on right now.
But the fact is, he don't really want to die, y'all. He capping. I think he bit off more than he could chew, y'all. He probably ain't realized. See, now he up there, he done got tired now. See, he thought about this shit. He was like, yeah, I'm going to crawl up there, and I'm going to this and that. But he done got his ass up there. And you done got way up there, bro. And now you done look down. He's like, hold on, man. I don't know. I should have did this shit. Shoot. He didn't think that all the way through, Juicy Fruit. You think that's crack that he on what that is? The surge? I don't know. That might be some flopping.
Of course, we always try to bring you the live feeds that are happening all in real time. Again, this is viewer discretion advised because this is live, raw, and unfiltered. Right now, you can see that guy taking a small break right here, as it looks like when Sky Fox was able to pull out there for a little bit. The individual might have been maybe halfway up, so maybe 20 more floors to go. And right.
Hey, the surge, he got to be on that flocker. That flocker make you eat people's face and shit. Like he got to be on that flocker. Oh man. What this guy? He done got tired now, y'all. He done got tired. He thought it was in the Matrix, but you could tell he tired now. He like, damn, I done went up too far. I should have just only went up like 8 flights. I mean 8. Like, bruh, it ain't no going back now.
Right now,
you can't go down.
Taking that break right there, as maybe, just maybe, the person may have bit off a little bit more than they could chew right now. And
ooh, hold on. Dipper D say, I remember when. Hold on, let me put that on the screen real quick. Oh, I think I remember that story, but they only talked about it like real briefly. I guess they didn't want people to get no more ideas. They didn't want to broadcast it too much. Dipper D says, I remember when a lady climbed on one of the AT&T buildings downtown Dallas and fell. And child, police reported she was splattered and remains were black once they made it to the scene. Wow. Mental health is real. Wow. But you know what that'll do? You know what that'll do? You think that they'll learn one of these days. You think they'll learn one of these days.
Taking a little breather right now. Again, this is Chase Tower in downtown Phoenix, 40 floors. It is about just shy of 500 feet. And right now, like I was talking about halfway up the building right now. We don't know why this individual is doing this, what kind of statement they are making, but obviously putting their life at risk right now, as nothing is holding this person up right now except the feet right now that is wedged. We do have another feed here to us, a little closer shot right now of the guy. And you can see he was just checking his phone right there.
See, this is where you know this wabbit that realized he done messed up. Y'all see him massaging his hands and stuff like that. Y'all about to see him start massaging his muscles in his arm. Because y'all know when you start climbing and doing all that arm work, all this gonna start cramping up. All your hand and all that, that's gonna start cramping up. Now watch it.
And really maybe just taking it all in right now, taking a breather on the arms. And trying to figure out what the next move is going to be.
Right now, what y'all think he's thinking? Y'all can put in the comments what y'all think he's thinking right now. What? Hey, you better be trying to back up and lean against that wall. That might let him sit there all day. But he can't doze off. How long do you think you could stay up there? You ain't got no food. You ain't got no water. I hope you got a good night's sleep last night. You better hope it don't start raining. Hey, do y'all think, like, mental health, even, I don't even think of crazy mental health. Man.
You figure he's about
he better get a job at Planned Parenthood.
20 feet up right now. Just that's a rough estimate.
For somebody to do this kind of shit, you know, the disturb my day or block up the traffic and all that, man, I'll throw a couple of rocks up there behind. Man, y'all might as well, if I was one of them cops up there, I'd be dropping stuff from down there. Forget it. Who they gonna blame? You can't blame nobody else if this man falls to his death. It would be way cheaper to just go ahead and let him just splatter right now. And just hey, we got street sweepers. You didn't want to live. When you do stuff like this, you don't want to live. Why should we sit here and waste all this taxpayer money, all this stuff to try to, like what? For you to go climb up another building? And we have to do this all again? Because what kind of charge would they charge him with if they do get him down? When they get him down? Attempted suicide? Climbing a public building? Nothing they gonna charge him with is gonna keep him safe or keep him like locked up or something like that. He'll be out with a $50,000 bond. What would stop him, besides him being scared, what would stop him from doing this again? Just so he could cost the city all this money. He can get all this attention.
Just given that we
let him fall.
We looked and it looked about halfway up that
and this clown got a GoPro.
Might be taking it.
He got a GoPro.
Not sure what he has. Maybe that's a GoPro that he is recording on.
When we see this GoPro footage,
intense situation here, as
I know where to get his ass down. If he dropped that phone, he dropped that phone. Oh, he coming down. Cause this is all for, you know what I'm saying, publicity. Let him drop that phone. I bet he'll be right. He'll try to grab that phone and he coming down face first. I ain't lying.
He is calm though.
Nah,
you can see
he ain't doing it for no YouTube video. He doing it for pro-life. But you know he want the attention. He want to be able to say, I'm doing this because of pro-life. You're killing babies and whatever his reason is. Even if it's for a YouTube video, he could have got a permit if he just wanted to do it for a YouTube video, as long as he got the proper equipment. If it's for a YouTube video, you could just put on a harness. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you slip, just for safety reasons. But you're doing it, just say, hey, I'm going to make the city come out and save me. I'm pro-life. Stop having abortions. stop having people choose what to do with their child. So to get that statement off, I'm gonna go up here and risk my life. Like somebody's gonna remember you. Like somebody's gonna say, "Y'all remember that heroic guy that crawled up between the two buildings and fell to his death?" No, we don't remember the AT&T lady like that either. Everybody that do this kind of crazy stuff, we're like, you remember that crazy motherfucker that tried to crawl up the top of the building? Yeah, that bitch was stupid as a motherfucker. That's all we're gonna remember about you. We ain't gonna remember your name. We're gonna say the crazy white boy. That's it. You will not be remembered.
Casually checking his phone, looking at his phone, and puts it back in his pocket, waiting for the next move.
They about to go to his Instagram in a minute, y'all. So we're gonna see what that
way. Though viewer discretion is advised here, as we just don't know what is going to happen next. This is live, raw, and unfiltered.
Let me inspire you.
That we have for you again.
That sounds
perfect,
Phoenix. That's exactly what they're gonna give.
Enough going on right now in Phoenix, in the Glendale area. Super Bowl is coming this Sunday, and there's a lot of events in downtown Phoenix, and some sort of statement is trying to be made here by this individual using maybe Phoenix. A lot of people, a lot of media already downtown right now, and maybe wanting to try to catch a glimpse here. Still doesn't show any, doesn't have a banner. Sometimes you see these people scaling walls, they have a banner of some sort, of some sort of message. At this point, nothing like that here, but
this wabbit just come up there and he just crawl up there. He don't even put his message up, so that would make sense. Now, if he was up there and he had a banner up there that say "Stop Abortion," I'd be like, okay, he getting his point across or whatever. But you just up there. You up there with nothing to talk about. But y'all can tell he started to get uncomfortable up there. Yeah, them legs starting to shake like booty meat. Them arms, yeah. Y'all see he got to put arms up now.
Again, this guy taking a break right now from scaling this tower here, Chase Tower in downtown Phoenix.
Salute, Mel. Appreciate you. Hold on. Let's get past the commercials. We ain't gonna do the commercials. Yeah, bro, y'all watching this. I seen this, but I didn't go through all of it. So we all seeing this and reacting to it at the same time. I don't know what's gonna happen. So if he get poked, if a bird come and fly, hit him in the face and he fall, I did not know it was about to happen, y'all. Now I know that's a possibility. They said whatever can happen will happen, but if that happened to him, trust me, I wouldn't be over here saying, "Oh man, I feel bad for this dude" or whatever. I have stupid people like this taking up all the taxpayer dollars. These folks got Super Bowl going on. There's crime going on. There's everything going on. If you wanted to rob a bank, this would be the perfect timing. If you wanted to kill somebody, this would be the perfect timing. He got the damn near half of the police force on top of I don't know how many floors this building is. It's the biggest building in Phoenix. Phoenix ain't no small town. This is damn near the biggest building in Phoenix. Hold on, where's the sound? As y'all can see, from the helicopter, you could barely see them until they zoom in. Oh, hold on, y'all. I see what's going on. My bad, I forgot to put the screen back up. I'm tripping. Okay, here we go. I thought so. What's going on? Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. All right, here we go. So,
Phoenix, our station there in Phoenix, reporting on this as well, obviously at the scene. Want to show you that right here from a tweet from Fox 10's Marissa Sarback saying, we can see from the Zoom the man climbing the old Chase Towers has chalk on his hands and climbing shoes. Witnesses here tell me the man has been up for about an hour right now. So let's go back out to that video of the guy really just taking a breather here at Chase Tower, downtown Phoenix right now, and now carefully trying to ever so carefully wedge himself up this building here.
What about who ran his Instagram?
then you can also tell. I appreciate you, Mel. You can also tell that chalkness starting to sweating off. Y'all see, in a minute he gonna start rubbing on that goddamn rubber, trying to get that shit to to roughen up his hands because that chalk starting to wear off. If we don't hear about this story no more, y'all, yeah, we're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go see what the follow up on this story, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's about to happen, y'all. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what happened. I just seen this story this morning. It happened a couple of days ago, I believe. But the fact that it ain't blasted everywhere, I don't know what happened. Maybe they arrested him. We gonna find out. Y'all know I keep my ears to the street. We'll find out. But I got a lot more stories too. But we gonna finish this up. We ain't got shit to do to the Super Bowl. Well, I ain't got nothing to do to the Super Bowl. I'm rocking out today. Hit that like button.
And you can see here, it is a very, very scary moment right here as one little slip could end it all right now. And we are hoping that this person will just get
He's
up there.
steady trying to go
and then
up.
authorities can
he's trying to get in that wedge right now.
Try to get them some help right now because very, very scary moment.
Okay, so he had noticed that he wasn't in one of those deep creases. Man, that man was playing a dangerous game just a minute ago. Oh, let me see something. No, I'm under the
place here as again, you can't put this lightly. It just takes one little slip and everything can go south, literally.
Well, it's an interview he posted on it.
And then think about it, y'all. Even if he did want to change his mind right now and go down, he couldn't go down. He can't go down. He would have to climb all the way to the top. But to be honest, I don't think he got enough strength to climb all the way to the top. I don't think he got enough strength to climb all the way to the top. They're gonna have to just drop somebody down and grab him. And they should definitely beat his ass when they get him up there, just like how they did.
As always on Live Now from Fox, as we are bringing you these top stories and headlines. But of course, when we get breaking news feeds in, we bring it to you right here on Live Now from Fox, as always. And there's a shot there on the roof there. We have.
And like the brother Mel said, this is a perfect example right here. I'm going to freeze this right here. Look at all that personnel needed for this situation. All those people have their, I ain't going to say their lives at jeopardy, but anything could happen. You know what I mean? Now, being on top of that building, I've been on buildings that big. On top of them, because y'all notice up there, that's where the air conditioners and stuff is at, on top of the building. Me, I just don't look over the building. Because, you know, Yeah, but I've been on buildings this high, so you're pretty much safe up there. Besides not hanging, then like the rules are supposed to be, you're not supposed to be like 5 foot within the edge. You know what I mean? And it seems like a lot of them are without a harness anyway. And it seems like I see a lot of people that are not practicing the right safety techniques or whatever. Because that white surface right there, if you have any kind of moisture on your feet, it could be slippery. So, but I feel like a lot of them feel like they got that barrier. I'll show y'all the barrier right here. Long as you ain't past this part right here, you pretty much safe. These people over here are risking their life. Which is 1, 2, 3, about 4 people right there that are actually risking their life. And it look like what they're doing is they're setting up some kind of pulley system right here. And they're about to have this guy here come down and grab him. Now, the only risky, well, I ain't gonna say the only. The risky thing about that is letting him down. Once he starts letting down, you're gonna have debris and stuff that's gonna start falling down, and it's gonna start hitting that dude down there. That's one problem. That's just one problem he gonna have. You know what I'm saying? Debris and stuff dropping down on that dude and offing his balance. Another problem is once he gets down there, he's gonna have to climb on the outside of the guy to just get around him because he can't just come down on his head. So you're gonna have that issue also. And like I say, you got these other guys here. They're pretty much tied off. All these guys, you probably can't see it, but all of them have on. As you can see, this little red wire, hose down here. It look like a hose, but these are harness wires. So these guys are tied off. All of these guys. So even if they fell over, but yeah, this guy here and that guy down there, this is a risky shit. I don't know why they need all these motherfuckers here, but that's just a lot of personnel that have to with some dumbass down there.
Have police, firefighters, they are on the scene right now waiting for this individual to come up there. That would be the best case scenario at this time for this person, but you can see they are just waiting patiently as well for this guy to come up there. This is the Chase Tower in downtown Phoenix. Viewer discretion.
I don't get that logic that you need that many people to wait for that man up there because y'all really gonna be getting in each other's way. In my opinion, about 10 of y'all motherfuckers can get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got their ass baking out there, but you ain't never seen bacon in the sun.
Is advised right now as you are seeing a real life Spider-Man go up Chase Tower right now, 40 floors, and he is about halfway right there. And it looks like now we have another shot here. This is from the perspective of the climber. Take a look. Really doing multiple things, not only climbing, but
now this Wabbit doing the most. So this is the Wabbit perspective, y'all. Wabbit says, I'm climbing the Chase Tower in Phoenix, Arizona. So he obviously ain't from there, because he probably would have just said, I'm, climbing the Chase Tower. Please go to Let Them Live org to help Hope choose life. Man, let's pull that up real quick. I'm curious. Let Them Live org. That's Twitter, right? Yeah, that's Twitter. I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna pull that up. I ain't even thinking about that, y'all. Do y'all think I should go to it, or should I just go ahead and keep playing the video? We might can get some more footage of him. That's Instagram. Okay, my bad. I thought it was Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, I'll play some of the video while I'm trying to look. But yeah, this Wabbit, I'm climate change building. Okay, let's see what else he's talking about. But look down there, y'all. Look at his view. So he was just standing on like these rocks right here. Cause y'all remember he just went up a couple of steps just so he can get in one of these creases. So he probably wasted a lot of energy just trying to hold himself up on them right there. But now he's way up here. Now, your decision right now is go down here. It don't look like they've set up no trampoline or nothing to catch your ass or none of that shit you see on the cartoons. So you go, boy. But anyway, either go ahead and go all the way up. But I don't think he got the strength to go all the way up. I think he tired as a mud by now. 40, he done went up 40 stories.
Also putting this out on social media. This is he is considering himself the pro-life Spider-Man, saying, "I am climbing the Chase Tower in Phoenix, Arizona. Please go to that or handle to help hope choose life there." So interesting right there, taking all place in downtown Phoenix on the Super Bowl week right now. And you could see that person right now continuing to climb there, taking breaks. Fox 10 Phoenix's Marissa Sarbeck saying that he has chalk on his hands there to try to help with the grip right now. And we are all watching this unfold live right here on Live Now from Fox, everyone. Viewer discretion continues to be advised here, as you just don't know what is going to happen next. I got another view here for you of downtown Phoenix, and you can really just see the height there of that building from Sky Fox. And you can see just in relation to the other buildings, tallest tower in downtown, as Sky Fox is
tallest building downtown. Look at that, y'all. Look at the view from the helicopter. Where this Wabbit at? He over here in this building, right? Ain't that the building right there, y'all? Am I at the right building? This the building he at, and he halfway, so he right there. Yeah, I'll put the information about who he's supposed to be doing this for in the regular video, because I'm gonna make a little short video. You know what I'm saying? Just, I got to do it the YouTube way. Make a short clip or whatever video, and I'll put some more details about what I find out about what happened or whatever in this story, and all of these stories that I'm gonna do. But yeah, I think that's the building right there. Let me go back just a little bit, maybe we can see it a little better. What building he just came from? Okay.
A view here for you of downtown Phoenix, and you can really just.
So they say he in the biggest building. It got to be this building right here. This the building that everybody owns. I think that's that same top. And he halfway.
See the height there of that building from Sky Fox.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You done officially lost your damn mind. 40, cause going up 40 if this thing is 80 and they say he halfway, so going up 40 flights or whatever, that's as big as the biggest buildings in a lot of cities. I mean, but people climb all the time.
You can see just in relation to the other buildings, tallest tower in downtown.
He most likely
is leaving the scene right there. We'll go back out to the ground shot that we have zoomed up here for you right here on Live Now from Fox as this individual continues to take a break here while climbing and scaling Chase Tower, the tallest building in downtown Phoenix. Of course, we always got you covered right here worldwide on Live Now from Fox as we wait and see what the next move is going to be here, but continues to go up there.
But what do you do to prevent this? What do you do to prevent this? These folks gonna have to put some millions into, like some cages or something like that to put over here, because this is supposed to be where their ventilation system ventilates. If you notice right here behind him, that is what we call a return vent. So when the people had to come and put air conditioner in this building, there was somewhere throughout the building that they had to put where the air from outside can come in to help the air conditioner. And of course, I would notice some stuff like this because that's my profession. And I put return vent in buildings like this. So what this serve is, to take that suction in. So like, anyway, I don't want to get too. I done started saying too much.
Very tense moments, as you can see here, as this person continues to wedge themselves right in between two sides there of the building and continues now to go up. It'll be interesting to see just how the firefighters respond there and police when the individual gets a little bit closer there. Will they yank him or will they just wait until he gets to the very, very top? We will wait.
Back to what I was about to say. Well, what I thought of, shit, nigga, if they want to be smart about it, they'll just go to the 39th floor and go to the damn return vent, kick that motherfucker out, and then you could just set up a crate right there up under his ass. Because you could actually take this off. That's if the unit ain't there, though. So, depends.
And see on that one, look at that there. Tense. Just right there, just a little wedge that is holding the feet up where he has planted himself. And we continue to wait. Another update from Fox 10 Phoenix's Marissa Sarbach. Let's go to that right here, showing you Central Avenue is shut down between Adams and Monroe as the man is scaling one of the buildings in downtown Phoenix. And you can see there, let's go back out right now to that individual guy who is right there, just taking a little break. We have another vantage point from Marissa as well, as she is doing a good job at tweeting out what she can see from her perspective right now.
Now, if you're on the ground and you're looking at this rabbit, he should be about right here. Right here, maybe. Probably right there. I get about right there. They say halfway up. That's another under half, so that's still a long way up.
And let's go back out to Sky Fox as you're taking a look here at the tower in question. You do have police, fire there.
Wow. And I think the rabbit is still trying to go up a little bit. Let's see how he's doing now.
Be noted, using this as the tallest building in Phoenix, as well as Super Bowl week, to try to get as much publicity.
I think he's trying to go between degrees.
You would think.
That's his strategy.
Now, you would say he is about 3/4 of the way up there, and waiting for taking the breathers that needed to be as he continues to wait, and we'll continue to wait it out for you right here.
I guess they would have enough room to let down another person right here. It looks smaller than it actually is. That space is. It would be risky though, but they definitely up there waiting for him. So as soon as they can get their hands on him, and he's still texting, he's still tweeting. But like I say, what y'all think his bond gonna be when they get him? But I want y'all to think about this real good. What y'all think because he got to get a bond. The homie for Three Rivers, homie from Brunswick, he already said he think he gonna get probably like 5 years probation. You know what I'm saying? I think he said like 200 something. He said something real good. But what y'all think his bond's gonna be? Where he gonna be right back out doing shit like this? He might try to be a serial crime or some shit.
You're on live now from Fox, everyone. What we are going to do is, for some of you, take a quick 2-minute break. Stay right here with us on this very tense moment as we continue to watch this guy scale the building of Chase Tower in downtown Phoenix.
And the crazy thing about it, what he could have did, he could have just went to the very top floor and just, put a harness up there and, you know what I'm saying, put a cable up there and tied himself off, shit. Or he could have brought something to tie himself up every time he get to another point. So he's just crazy, man. Oh, he playing. Look at him, y'all. That chalk no wall. That's the best points right there. When you get right there, you feel safe. But the in between, I get a strategy though. I see a strategy. It might. If you take the fear part out, it might not be as hard as it's looking. Because
Eve to me is big.
With a harness on, I would be willing to do it. Yeah, I would, you know what I'm saying? It would be like just a little challenge or whatever. But I would have to have a harness on, you know what I'm saying? But with a harness on, I'd do it. Without a harness, nah, I ain't fucking with it. I mean, he's doing it without a harness. So obviously he done did it before. He had a strategy or whatever. How many of y'all fellas out there would have did it with a harness on? I mean, just as a challenge. Just as a challenge. Saying dude's going to sue the feds after this ass beating. Man, they ain't gonna touch this man when he get up there. They gonna be so gentle when he get up there. They gonna let him put his hands up. They gonna let him get down on his knees, put his hand behind his back. That man ain't gonna suffer now. One punch. He's doing this for pro-life. You know what? He would have got more credit for saying he doing this for police brutality. If he would have said he was doing this for attention to police brutality, I might have been rooting for him. I'd be like, go home, boy. Get up there. You know what I mean? You taking a stance for something. But you talking about pro-life, which we got the right to live. Yeah, I agree with pro-life. But if the only thing you thinking about is pro-life is preserving the right for somebody to say, I don't want to bring a child into this world or not, and make a decision for their own damn self, I mean, that'd be my problem. You make a decision your own self. God gave you, if you're going to talk about what God did, God gave you free will. You make your decision. If there's a punishment for it, hey, only God can judge it. If there's not, hey, man, we was wrong on earth. Oh, that rabbit almost up there, y'all. And they gave him all the clear space. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure that I got y'all on stream. Oh damn. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm looking at the video, but I forgot to pull back up the what's the name? Yeah, the weapon. No, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. I'm sitting here watching the rabbit climb up by myself. Damn, the rabbit had done took a whole. All right, let's go back right here. And I bet he gonna sue them for not having the proper shit to let him goddamn crawl up there. I ain't lying. You gonna figure out some kind of ways they folk. If he doing it for whatever.
For those of you with us right here on Live Now from Fox, I'm your host, Mike Page, as we continue.
Whoa, my guy done got cocky with it, y'all. He done got cocky with it. He had to get that leg some break, some. Boy, so that hand slipping. But that chalk, how much chalk? He must got chalk in his pocket. Cause I seen him earlier putting his hands in his pocket. Nah, because he got his phone in his pocket. He might got chalk in one of them pockets. Gotta have chalk in the pocket. Cause I get sweaty hands. This is why I couldn't do this. But look where he at though, y'all. They got this is the angle from the helicopter. They got the zoomed in angle right here, and they got the building right here. So this is where he at on the building. So right now he at like, okay, my life is dependent on it. But do y'all know how much, if he got an Instagram, if he got a YouTube or whatever it is he doing this that's gonna monitor, where he can monetize off of, do y'all think his bond is gonna be so high that he won't profit more off of this than the consequence? Because what are they gonna charge him with? What are they gonna charge him with? Climbing a building? Is that a felony? Is that a misdemeanor? You climbed the bank, okay. You didn't kill yourself. Is that what? Attempted murder? Is that attempted suicide? What? This trespassing? Is this what? Wasting cop time? Wasting taxpayer time? What charges do he get charged with for completing this? You know what I'm saying? For doing this. And what would they, in the guidelines, be able to either set his bond at, and as far as the punishment? There's guidelines to this stuff. Telling me that man ain't gonna bankroll off of it. It might be something he do all the time. Then, practicing or whatever. Salute Dr. D. Say murdering himself. Nah, yeah, they can't charge you with trying to possibly murdering yourself. Public disturbance, that's a misdemeanor though. It's not a charge to climb a building of a place that, is more of trespassing, but yeah, okay. Trespassing is what? It's only so much you can give me a trespasser. I climbed your building. So what? I didn't kill myself. Y'all came out and y'all just, arrested me for climbing the building. What are you gonna charge me with? Disorderly conduct at the least? Yeah, that ain't nothing. I'll take a disorderly conduct for that kind of money. I mean, I wouldn't take the risk of my life, but everybody can say it's crazy until if he knew he could do it. He's avoiding jail time by living. But either you live and become famous or make a lot of money off of it. Ain't that crazy? He did something that he, like you say, so he's a screen. Somebody said he's a screen junkie. But he's gonna get millions.
Breaking news from downtown Phoenix of a man scaling
interview, all that when he
skyscraper in Phoenix, the tallest one in the city. And right now, you can.
Because they're gonna be a lawyer that's 80 times smarter than me, and know how to use the law, and gonna use the same kind of logic I just used when I'm talking to the jury. What law did this man break? Other than climbing a damn building. It's okay for me to walk inside the building. It's okay for me to walk around the building. It's okay for me to spend my money in the building. What if this day I just did not want to walk up the stairs? I did not want to take the elevator. I decided to crawl the damn building. That is my American right. I ain't tell y'all to come out. Did I call y'all and ask for y'all assistance? Did I call y'all and ask for y'all to bring out y'all helicopters? And did I tell y'all everybody to get up there and set up all that equipment and shit? Did I ask y'all to do any of that? I'm a mountain climber. I decided I wanted to climb a building. You don't come out when I'm climbing a mountain. He just said I'm doing it for pro-life. Okay. And I'm recording it, and I'm doing it for my cause, my charity. I'm a mountain climber. Man, I will get this man off. If anything, we might plead to get the fuck out of my face. Because my client ain't going to jail. You ain't doing nothing to my client. That's my American right to climb whatever the fuck I want to. There is no law against climbing any damn building in America. If I don't want to goddamn take the steps, if I don't want to take the elevator, if I don't want to take none of that, I can climb the building. Show me in the law where it say you can't climb a building. If this was a federal building, that might be different. This is a federal building. That'd be different. But this is a bank. Y'all covered from people robbing it. Y'all ain't say nothing about people can't climb it. I'm just saying. The jury, hey, y'all was the jury. Y'all was like, you know what? I ain't never think of it like that. All of a sudden, y'all in there deliberating. Yeah. I mean, there's no law against climbing a building. He did it for a good cause. He's a climber. Not guilty. And he got exactly what he wanted. Let's see what they do to him when he gets to the top of this building. Let's take a vote on, do y'all think he's gonna get the ass whooping that anybody else that our counterparts would have got for wasting all these folks' time? Because we were to get into some extreme topics.
Perspectives here. You have on the right there, Skyfox videos just showing you the height there of that building and what is awaiting this guy who's illegally climbing this building right now. You have police, you have fire up on the roof now of this building. It has
Illegally
been going
climbing.
on for more than an hour right now. And he's
Yeah,
about
blanket of water.
the way up there. This building
Disturbing
is
the peace,
40
disorderly
stories
conduct,
high. It's almost 500 feet, just shy of that at 483 feet there. And we continue to see this all play out in real time right here on Live Now from Fox. Viewer discretion is always highly advised for these because this video is raw and unfiltered. We are getting it for you.
He ain't doing nothing illegal though.
As is coming in
Well,
to
illegal
our
climbing,
newsroom.
I
As
guess
you can see, he is almost now at the top.
Boy, he can see daylight, boy.
Waiting
He
it
can't
out
wait
just
to get
a
up.
little bit more.
Illegal climbing. What the hell is illegal climbing? We ain't never
Very,
even said they
very
just made up a law in
tense
this
moment being played out in downtown Phoenix. And of course, we always bring in live coverage when we get the breaking news shots available to us. We bring it to you all in real time right here, and you just never know.
Because what they could have did is they could have let this man climb. They could have let this man climb. When they found out that somebody was climbing a building, right? Police hit the police dispatcher. Hey, I see somebody climbing the building. Okay, cool. All right, the man climbing the building. You send the officers out. They see you climbing the building. They go up. They try to contact you and say, "Hey, you know you're at your own risk, right? Yeah, you're at your own risk. Okay, cool. Y'all just let us know after this shit is over." There ain't no use of out there. I mean, of course, yeah, be up top, have an officer of 3 to talk to the man when he get up there, give him his citation and tickets and all that shit there. But y'all helping the man whole shit. Y'all are free, a whole free recording team, broadcasting team. He ain't had to hire nobody to record his stuff. He went up there with a GoPro cam, probably the same kind that I got that I do my ductwork stuff with. This is something this man do every day. And the only thing he didn't do is use a harness. Y'all just became this man whole news crew, broadcasting crew. Big dummy.
Feed is going to be, and now you can see there from the perspective on your left, you have the guy there now talking to fire and Phoenix police as well. Just a couple of more feet for him to go.
Yeah, leave that man the fuck alone so that man can go ahead and finish his mission. He didn't need to talk to y'all ass the whole time. He didn't need that bit of y'all help. Y'all ain't got to touch that man. Let that man come up there. Y'all ask him his question. He ain't posing no threat to y'all. But y'all see how they, you know what I'm saying? They just made something out of nothing. Because when he get up there, they should be like, okay, sir, what you just did is, you know what I'm saying? They should be reading him his rights, telling him what he about to be arrested for, and could you put your hands behind, turn around, put your hands behind your back, because you're being arrested for illegal climbing, whatever the fuck that is. I ain't tell y'all to come out here, because I'm pretty sure this man ain't about to get up there and start fighting and all that stuff like that. This man just decided to climb a building.
Feet up in the air, scaling it, just using his arms and legs to wedge himself up there. And now,
I get to let that man wave.
At the top.
If that was
you can see right
a
there,
black dude there,
that shot here for you in full. Now the guy has made himself onto the roof here. Let's go to the Sky Fox video. Now showing you.
Now all these people. You need all these people up here on top of this building.
Of what will be the eventual arrest there of that guy who just scaled it 483 feet from the sidewalk all the way up to the roof there. And now that is all wrapped up there. So that individual will be arrested, as it was a very tense moment being played out there live for you right here online on RB. From Fox. Marissa, thanks so much for being here with us.
Yeah, so we're around us, and they've been filming since he's been up here. I spoke with some people about 10 minutes ago. They said he has been up there for about an hour. As you can see, and the cell phone video that we've been zooming in on, we were having trouble seeing him just because it is so far away. But as of right now, I think we're trying to look for him and see where he is. It looks like walking through the fire department, people were up there waiting for him. But it's, again, hard to tell because it looks like he has kind of gone over the top of the building at this point. We probably got here about 30 minutes ago, walking over from the convention center, and just saw him as he 10:47 here, Mountain Standard Time in Arizona. So a crazy scene down here. We're panning down just to show you what the street looks like as well. They're going on. They've shut it down on Central Ave from Adams to Monroe here. So they have fire trucks down as well as unmarked police cars as well as Phoenix Fire Department. He made it to the top of the old Chase Towers, scaling in between the building there.
Yeah, and I mean, it was tense because, like you saw when they
yeah, they ain't telling me what kind of charges this man gonna be faced with, so I'm gonna keep my ears to the street on that, and we'll find out that a little later. But it was kind of genius, and it was dangerous. I mean, hey, you know, if you've been in the streets, you done took dangerous chances every day. Hey, that man just took it all in an hour, you know, and it got him where he, you know, he got his Instagram probably popping, and he made it ears to the street. Damn, put it like that. Hey, I had to see that, man. That was funny. I had to share that one with y'all. All right, next story. But you know, I think I need one second, y'all. So let me get to this next story. We're gonna do y'all love.
Run out of breath, point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is the dope, you get more than the dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is the dope, you get more than the dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a mixed fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extra this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove or microwave. The neighbors don't like the J, they keep calling. Come on. I'ma keep serving the thumb and defy the ranks. Shit smell like fungus. No Q and not just the city. Keep focus my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers among me. Wrap your ass up like a mummy. Stab that little white hood and dip on her. I feel like OJ little homie. Told the blow of the car, I'm alone. Send it to the Pope man. Freddie P flyer than most. Higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Tied to your hoe, I just came from my throat. MOBB OG gang, oh let's go.
Go take a seat, get out the kitchen, I'm cooking, keep whipping it. Longest promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that reaper, your block, you won't get it. Hell with the scale, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, quartets and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get hot. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, they living a lie. Run out of breath, point them out, make them live what they rap.
Yo, this is to the streets. Y'all know what time it is.
All right, y'all. All right. Okay, I was just getting this next talking point. I was also trying to pull in something that was real funny to me. I know y'all would enjoy a good laugh right about now, with all the rabbitry going on. Okay, here we go. Salute to everybody. It's still in the house, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We still got a good bit more to go. I want to cover one little quick little thing before I get to something that we're gonna touch on a little longer. And I'm trying to get it out the way first. I had to upload something real quick. Okay, so we did Spider-Man. We then touched on the Micheal Irvin. We also touched on it was something else we had talked about. Well, I know what we didn't talk about was the Scotty Pippen Jr. situation. Right. So, dang, this wind blowing hard as a mother. Scotty Pippen Jr. So y'all know Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan, Scotty Pippen. Everybody knows it. So Scotty Pippen Jr. gets traded to the Lakers. Scotty Pippen Jr. mama left him for Jordan's son at first, I thought it was. Now she started messing with one of the players. Now he done got traded to the Lakers. So imagine you playing for a basketball team, kind of like how LeBron had to go through it though, because somebody was, you know what I'm saying, messing with LeBron mama. He had Dante West. Dante West was messing with LeBron mama. So I see where that happened before, but now you got it where Scotty Pippen Jr. Him and another dude got to play on the same team when the dude, you know, just broke up with his mama. So it ain't like, you know, it's the same way it was then with LeBron, because they done broke up, so you know they gonna have smoke. And these young dudes, they do it a whole different kind of way, a whole different perspective. And she ain't got no business out here, goddamn, going to the league like that while her son in the league. So here we is with Shannon Sharp says Scottie Pippen Jr. should request a trade from the Lakers because he doesn't have to play with Michael Beasley, who was fooling around with his mom. So the guy's name is Michael Beasley. Yeah, that's what his name was. Yeah, there it is right there. There it is right there. And there she is right there. This is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
We've helped millions of creators improve.
Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. I'm showing a whole bunch of pictures and they ain't amount to nothing. Okay, I'll go back. But this is the mama, y'all. This is the mama. My bad. Yeah, this is mama. This Scottie Pippen. That's Scottie Pippen Jr. That's his mama. That's Scottie Pippen, you know, he used to be with Joy. Bulls, all the championship rings, yeah. That same Scottie Pippen. This is his son, that's his mama. So, this is the dude that done started smashing his mama. He done got traded to LA after Scottie Pippen Jr. done got traded to LA. So, as you can see, people are already having these little remarks to say about, you know, he should get traded because he's getting mocked by, you know, other players or whatever. Especially if a dude that's already been snatching your mama. I guess they wasn't even paying no attention to what they had going on, or they probably did know what was going on, and they probably did that intentionally. They probably did that intentionally. Because why would you put them boys in that situation like that? Why would you even do that? That's just like when they did that with LeBron. They put a nigga right there. Well, I guess they didn't know. That was different. He met them while they was already, but come on now. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out. I just thought that was real messy. That's as messy as it's gonna get, y'all. That's as messy as it's gonna get. And she out here trying to live her best life with NBA players and stuff. And I think she had nothing to talk to other NBA players and stuff. Wow. But anyway, man, that was gonna be short there. Let's get into these next two topics. These next two topics are gonna be hard though. That's Scottie Pippen and his son though. So these next two topics is, disturbing, a little disturbing because I've been pushing the narrative. Oh, first of all, no, hold on, real quick. Let me give y'all a funny, show y'all something funny real quick. I don't know what is this video might get me in trouble. I don't know. It's so damn funny though. Nah, I ain't gonna show it on this live. I don't think it. I think it's. Yeah, I ain't gonna show it. I ain't gonna show it. My first instinct telling me not to show it, and that's when I usually get in trouble when I don't listen to my first instinct. I'll just upload it and you know, let it know that it might be some mild violence in it. Which ain't like no serious violence, but getting your ass whipped these days, I guess they consider that as, you know, too violent sometimes. So I don't want to mess up the live, so I'll just do an upload with it. Let's get into these the violent stuff. Well, the violent stuff that I don't mind just showing or whatever, it's got to be these police videos. But like I've been drumming on for the last couple of weeks, if these people don't die when these incidents happen, there will be no consequences. Not no real consequences. People will be able to resign and all that stuff like that, move on, and just go to another county. Now, in this situation we're going to talk about right now, it's going to be a guy sitting in his car waiting on his mother. Well, hold on. I'm going to just play the video. And then with the sound of it like that. That way I don't have to fast explain it. We'll have video to go over. Now the title of this video is Cop Shoots 30 Times at Black Man in front of his grandmother's house.
Cops shot 30 times. 30 times in one vehicle. The man posed no threat to anyone. He is alive. Here's the video.
He's got a gun right on his lap. He's got a gun right on his lap. Do you want me to go try to open this door and grab it? It's locked.
Let's go ahead and wake him up. I'm going to stand right here. Chandler, if he falls on that gun, it goes in.
Yeah.
Yell.
Yeah. I mean, knock.
Police department.
Police! Police! Police!
Now, for anybody that has weak stomachs and all that, I'm giving y'all an opportunity right now to, you know, come back in 5-10 minutes, catch the next video. You know, let me post your what you're saying, Sheree, so I don't miss it. I'm not ignoring y'all what's names. I'm trying to. Sometimes I'm missing them, but yeah. If anybody got weak stomachs or whatever, you don't want to see this part. But as y'all can see, they just walked up to the car. They were called though. They were called, but it was just because the lady, she knew that she seen the car was in front of her yard that she didn't recognize. Now she told the police that it possibly could be her family member. Now, as you could hear when they walked up, they said you could see a gun sitting right there on his lap. and they start knocking on the what's name. So in this situation, if you're sitting in, now I don't know why the hell he had a gun on his lap, though. But at the same time, you probably know your neighborhood, your old neighborhood. Let's play this.
Police! 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 Put your hands.
Now, that's enough shot to definitely kill someone.
Guys, hold on. You guys got to get me up.
Right here,
Hey, get my medikit. Hey, grandma.
This man is a legal gun owner.
Get on the ground!
Get on the ground, baby. Okay, that's my
Holy crap. Couple.
That's my grandson.
Where you hit, man? Guys, hold on. You guys got to get me up.
Right here,
Hey, get my medikit. Hey, grandma, it's okay, grandma. It's okay. Because I didn't
She was quick. She
want to wake you guys up.
Oh.
You guys got to get me out of here.
He didn't want to wake his mother up. Salute Iceberg. Salute Mamba's Mayo. He didn't want to wake his grandmother up. But as we can see, and I don't even want to show how many times they shot again because I don't want it to get, But look how even after they
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Get on the
she's steady hollering, "That's my grandson. That's my grandson. That's my grandson." What part of that y'all don't understand? What part of that y'all don't understand? There's no more threat here. She didn't know who was in front of her house because the man had a rental car. It had a Florida tag. She didn't know nobody from Florida, but she said it could be my family. So you should have just because you seen a gun in a man's lap, you could have said, "Hey, sir, please don't touch that gun." Well, I know that sounds crazy, but you backed up where you couldn't even see if the man definitely, you know what I'm saying? Because if you flash your lights in that car like y'all like to do, everybody when you passing by, putting your big ass bright light in the car and say, "Sir, we need to see your hands." Because that man ain't shooting no shot at y'all for y'all to shoot. Even if you shot, I can get why you probably could have shot. But damn, y'all empty out all your clips.
ground, baby. Okay, that's my
Holy crap. Couple.
That's my grandson.
Where you hit, man? Guys, hold on. You guys got to get me up.
Right here,
Hey, get my medikit. Hey, grandma, it's okay, grandma. It's okay. Because I didn't want to wake you guys up.
Oh.
You guys got to get me out of here.
He posed no threat. He was at his grandmother's house. He was waiting in the car because he didn't want to wake them up. It was late.
Exactly, Douglas Cook. I've had that happen to me. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Bird. Yes, sir. Can you step out the car, sir? Flash that light, that big ass light that they got all in his damn face. Yeah, you would have felt some type of way because they flashed the light in your face. I'm like, "Sir, let me make sure I see your hands, you know what I'm saying, for my safety." And he could have rolled down and he said, "Hey, we're gonna pull up. Just keep your hands up and just until we get to your car or whatever." Do you have any weapons or anything? That man could have said, yeah, I got a weapon on me. I'm a legal carrier. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, sir, just slowly reach your hand out the door, open the door, and then they could have went over there and goddamn and had the man slide the damn whatever on the ground or whatever. Man, I'm not a cop, but damn, there's ways you can handle stuff. And I know it's dangerous. But this is crazy. You can't even get caught. I've done this so many times, and I never thought that this could happen in your own grandma's yard. Because I've done this so many times. When I used to go back to Brunswick or whatever before my foster mother passed. And I might get there late in the middle of the night, and I would sleep right there in the driveway. But her driveway is more like on the... She'll have a driveway, but her car be in there, but I'll be parked in front of her yard. Like on the side of the road. Probably fall asleep in the car or something like that. And yeah, my pistol would be on me. I don't need it. Why not? Yeah, you sleeping in the car.
Grandmother may have been asleep. The grandmother's torn up because she's the one that called the police, thinking police come to help. She was unsure. But even in her call, she indicated it could be. It could be my family. Put up the picture full mass here. The police are destroying families in more ways than one. Imagine how the grandmother feels. 24-year-old Anthony Macklin was shot by the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police. They shot at him at least 30 times after they responded to a 911 call made by his grandmother.
You was right, Mom Boss. You said you counted over 30.
Grandmother. Her name is Vicky Driver. This actually happened December 31st, 2022. This was around 4 a.m. She saw.
So this happened December 31st, y'all. And I'm just reporting on it. Here it is, middle of February. I'm just seeing it. Even he just reporting on it. They just seeing it. Ain't no major networks or whatever. This was before the Tyree Nichols. Of course, it's between all of these stories, but like I said, it just makes my point very clear. They do this all the time, but you'll never hear about it if the person don't die. Or if they don't put a whole bunch of, if the whole city don't get behind it. I had to witness that for myself when it came to the Ahmaud Arbery store. They had help of the news. The news would spin the story. They would tell what they want to tell. They would put all kind of, there's a possibility that the person had a gun. That's why the show, in the mind of the reader, they were like, oh, okay, they shot a person that was threatening them with a gun. They only going off of what the police said. The visual wasn't there. They'll keep away the visual. So you can't actually see how quick they is on these triggers. You could be doing something totally innocent. This man is a legal citizen. He has a right to bear arms. If he want to sit in his grandma's driveway with his gun in his lap, he has the right to do that if he's not a convicted felon. Now you're gonna automatically assume that.
A vehicle idling in a driveway startled her, so she called the police. According to a recently filed lawsuit, Macklin was fired upon and hit 3 times because of a gun on his lap. Not a gun.
Now, fortunately, he is alive. He was only, out of the 30 times that them folks shot, he was only hit 3 times. That is amazing. Boy, that boy had the best. He had some good angels. I'm talking about he's a blessed young man. 30 times they shot. and he lived to tell about it. And see, the settlement that they're gonna give him, he ain't gonna be able to tell about it. But they damn sure ain't talking about it.
Gun in his hand, not a threat to officers, not even an attempt to grab the gun. The gun was just simply in his lap. But his
So he didn't even grab the gun. See, that's why I wasn't sure at all the way. Did the man try to grab the gun? Because even what do you do, y'all? Let me turn back on my camera real quick. So let's say the options that you have, right? You sleep in your car, you know what I'm saying, in the morning, you got your gun in your lap. Boom. Police, somebody wake you up with lights and say, get out, all you hear is, free, get out the gun, whatever. And you jump up. Any movement you make right now, because they already seen the gun in his lap. So for one, they already feeling like whatever he gonna do is, you know what I'm saying, there's a gun right there. That makes him that much danger. Okay, cool. He sleep though. You know he sleep because y'all don't try to open the door, all this stuff like that. So this one cop, he's on the side, the passenger side, and the other cop is on the driver's side. And I don't know how many cops is out there. But the fact of, as soon as you wake up and you in shock, you don't know what's going on. If you ain't even attempted to grab that gun, you have no reason to shoot because you told me, let me see your hand, let me see your hand. But it seemed like they were just barking out orders and not really looking for those orders. Because y'all could have been in positions where you could see if he's gonna make an attempt to grab that gun and do anything harmful to you. You wasn't looking forward to him not doing anything that was gonna be harmful. You were just gonna shoot regardless because you seen it was a gun in his lap. I'm gonna rewind that part back where they was walking up to the car because just in case anybody wasn't in here.
His attorneys say the body cam footage never shows the gun in Mr. Macklin's hand. Macklin was in the hospital for 17 days, underwent 6 surgeries for wounds to his thighs and
6 surgeries. 6 surgeries. 17 days. See, the reason it ain't hit the fan yet because, like I say, he ain't dead. Even the Tyreek Nichols case, it came to surface after somebody was finally dead. After, after, the news got a whiff of it just enough. That visual.
And back. He'll be out of work for a minimum of 3 months. It could be more. Let me give you details of the incident. Mr. Macklin was visiting from Ohio, according to his attorneys.
Yeah, I rocked with Indisputable. The rest of the TYT network, I feel like they kind of iffy or whatever. But when it comes to this dude in particular, Indisputable, I feel like he's credible. He's more credible than I've seen him on different networks before. He got a long career, but he's been one of those brothers that he been doing his thing for a while. I feel like he's credible, and he's covering stories that major networks don't want to touch. They don't want to get on that side. I seen him cover the Ahmaud Arbery story down to the deep details when it came to Jackie Johnson, and the deeper details when it came to the Officer Shasta, and all the stuff that went down, and you know what I'm saying, and Brunswick. He went and did his homework, and when I seen him cover on that story, I said, "Oh yeah, this brother here, he's doing truth news with his big network." You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing that, bull. He doing some real truth seeking. He's doing real research. Because he went through there. I used some of his research when I was doing mine. Even though I was like, dang, he found out some stuff that, you know what I'm saying, we didn't even really know.
And had rented a car that police said had Florida plates. His car was being repaired in Indianapolis. Anthony planned to surprise his
15 weeks, that's all they go? I thought it was like, so 15 weeks is what? That's 3 months, 4 months. I guess I would say 6 months. I would say 6 months should be enough time to train, but it matter what you're training. I believe I could be wrong, but I think the tactics that you're training, and then it's a lot of things. I think it's just subliminal. Also, they're not training the subliminal mind. It was 6 months. Okay. I think 6 months should be enough time to, but you got to already have morals, principles, and it matter about your subliminal training also. If you were subliminally trained to be fearful of another race of people, that's gonna be a problem. You can have all the skills in the world, all kind of skills, but if your subliminal surroundings or whatever was only one color or another, you're gonna not all the time, but sometimes you're gonna have some subliminal stereotypes, racism, prejudice, all that stuff like that. So I think it's strategic of how they place the type of people in neighborhoods. You know what I mean? I think they do it on
grandmother
purpose
the next morning and take her out for breakfast before picking up his car at the dealership, the claim states. While making the call for help, the driver also allegedly informed the dispatcher that she didn't know if it's one of her kids or not.
Now, that should have been the most important thing that these officers had in mind when they came to this car. Now, I could see it. She say, I have no clue who this possibly could be. But she said it might be one of my kids. But she just wanted y'all to be here when she did find out who it was. You could have just went and knocked on the door. And this is what I mean. You'll put people that's out of touch, out of bounds. Like, it's the type of situation.
Providing very important information that should have been part of the record to the officer. An officer ran the plate and verified the driver. She did not have family from Florida. The release says officers intended to open the door and quickly grab the firearm, but the doors were locked. All right, doors are locked. Let's just go ahead and shoot them. We had a plan, but the doors were locked. So we had no choice but to just all shoot.
Because the fact is, y'all see the man has a gun on his lap. He has a legal right. Now, you disturbing somebody in their damn sleep when you could have just got on the blowhorn, like the brother, I think it was Douglas Cook said. It said, sir, got out, sir. We see you have a firearm. Could you please step out the car and slowly place that firearm on the ground, or we will be forced to use, lethal force. Reach that window down and slowly throw it out the window, something. Like, there's 1,000 things y'all could have did. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of training that I want to hear from Iceberg. I want to see what, how he would have felt in the situation of that kind of manner if you rolled up on the dude and he had a gun on his lap. What would be the protocol of handling a situation like that? We'll get to that if he's still in here, Iceberg. I have one more story to go through though.
Him. They shot in that damn vehicle over 30 times, multiple officers. The man is alive. Could be dead, obviously. Naturally, they wanted him dead. Who shoots like that unless they want you dead? There's more.
Agreed.
It's unclear,
Agreed.
based on the edited footage, how long officers actually probed the situation. But I will remind you of the
So they
white
edited
woman
the
who
footage?
was inside of a hospital, shot her husband, shot at the ceiling, and the police arrived and they said, what did the cops say? We have all day. Please stand back, everybody. We have all day. Ma'am, tell us what's going on. How can we help you? She already killed somebody. The hospital staff, they're already gone because she's shooting up the hospital. The other officers stand down. One cop said, I got it. I got a shot. He said, stand down. We have all day. That kind of courtesy is not extended to black men. Had
You
moved.
damn right. I had to let that part play. I usually try not to play the anchor's opinion, but that opinion was well worth it. And that's the point. The same gratitude is not extended when you look like me. The department said Macklin had moved his arms toward the officers before they opened fire, but noted it wasn't clear if the gun was in his hand and that there was no indication he had fired any rounds. That's what the department said.
Is a chargeable offense for the officers. Why? Because in order for them to justify shooting, they must believe their life is in imminent danger. Not possibly. The officers had no justification whatsoever to use force on Anthony. Macklin's attorney wrote in a tort claim sent to the city on Monday. Anthony never picked up his handgun. He never pointed it at officers. He never threatened the officers. He was not breaking any laws. Mr. Macklin also had his license to carry issued right there, July 2016. The state of Indiana also now no longer requires a license to carry a handgun, but he got one.
Ain't that a so they don't even require a license to handgun, so it shouldn't be even odd that the man even got a handgun. But he got a license, just to be on the extra safe side. Every right in the world to be able to carry a handgun. And just because the fact he had a handgun on his lap never made a move to, show you any kind of threat. You shoot all those shots. All those shots.
Additionally, Mr. Macklin's lawyer raised authenticity questions surrounding the released body cam footage from police. They claim police only told Mr. Macklin, raise your hands, just as officers began to shoot at him. However, in the released body cam, officers yelled, police, hands up, simultaneously for roughly 7 seconds before opening fire. Officers Lucas Riley, Alexander Gregory, and Carl Chandler have now been placed on administrative leave while being investigated. The family says they want the officers involved to be fired and to face criminal charges. I am echoing this.
Now, there's the $1 million question. Will that happen? Will they be held responsible or will they be able to resign? Will they be charged with, remember, he discussed them charged with disorderly conduct, or no, I'm sorry, not disorderly conduct, but maybe an Iceberg. Let me drop the link for Iceberg, and he can give me the proper charge where it would not allow you to be an officer anymore. That's what they need to be charged with, because that's excessive force. If you happen to shoot, but y'all all emptied out your clip, that's a little overkill, if you ask me. And blessed this brother, he survived that. But like I said, if you don't die, there's no real outrage. They're gonna brush this under the rug. Let me continue to play a little bit more of this.
Sentiment of that family. Ravonna, thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, thanks to the
Okay, that was the end of pretty much the reporting on that. And I have one more story, but we could talk about both of those stories in general. Yeah, that's amazing that, like I say, nothing will, I ain't gonna say nothing will come of it, but you won't get the same type of energy for them type of stories because you didn't die. As far as immediate, swift movement of firing, charging, all that stuff like that. Because like I say, that happened December 31st. Here we is in February. Now, if it would have happened just as smoothly as it happened for those black officers in Memphis, 20 days, how long do y'all need to investigate something that's on camera? See, what they're going to do is let them make all the money they need to make, do all the, stuff they can do to shuffle around the opinion, get the public opinion away from it and all that stuff like that. And next thing you know, they in the next state, they'll be in Michigan, they'll be in a city near you. Probably put them in Chicago. We need some good shooters in Chicago. Yeah. That's what they need. That's what they need their best shooters at. Okay, hold on. Who we got here? Okay, we got my homie Iceberg Thought. Salute to Iceberg Thought. Y'all make sure y'all go sub up Iceberg Thought.
Salute.
What's good, homie?
Salute. Can y'all hear me?
Perfectly.
Perfect. I'm on cam off. I'm out here at work.
Oh, okay. Well, you can make it real brief. I mean, I don't want to hold you up too long. Are you went out? You still there?
Am I there? Can you hear me?
There you go.
All right, sorry. It switched off of Wi-Fi onto a cellular. I'm out here working on this doggone battery went dead, so I'm out here trying to work on this mess. I got to go get a tool, but I can talk to y'all at the same time. It's all good.
Cool. I wanted to ask you, okay, what's that charge where you cannot get where you cannot work as an officer anymore? Are you familiar with that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. You loud and clear. Okay, he was having a little technical difficulty. We could hear him. Maybe he was hearing us echoing or something like that. So, this next story, y'all. Oh. This one is heartbreaking. This is old style. Oh, okay, he's back.
So can y'all hear me now?
There you go. Yep.
Right.
We could hear you the first time.
Maybe okay.
You couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I can't hear y'all. So, did you have a question, or you want me to just jump into what you was talking about?
Well, kind of jump in what I was talking about. I was kind of curious, like the charges that. Well, how long does the usual investigator? Have you ever seen a cop being investigated for like some kind of wrongful shooting or any kind of stuff like that on your time in the force?
I wasn't a part of anything like that. Thankfully, during my time on the department that I was in, nobody got shot in terms of any kind of wrongful shootings by a police officer or anything like that. So I didn't see any of that happen or anything like that. As far as the investigations, I mean, they can take a long time just because of how much detail that they want to dig into to make sure that they have everything solidified before they come out in public saying that they're going to charge this police officer with, a crime. But sometimes it can go fast too. I mean, if you see a crime like they did with those Memphis officers, it's obvious, so they can real quick, we're still doing an investigation, but we can go ahead real quick, make the determination that they got to go, and they gonna go ahead and get charged with some stuff, and then we'll keep on investigating just like they do with anybody else. You know, they may pull you over for this, go ahead and get you locked up, and then while you locked up, they're gonna keep investigating and find more stuff to charge you with while you're locked up. You haven't done anything new. They looking at all the stuff you already did.
Right. Okay. So that situation, what we just saw, did you see the whole thing, or you want me to play it back of where they approached the car?
I didn't see all of it, so I can't talk about when they actually approached the car. But in terms of the gist of what, I go off of what
I'll
described though, if you want. If you know.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. You all right, work.
Well, yeah, because y'all talking about, they said he was sitting there in the car in his grandmother's yard, sleep because he didn't want to wake her up. The grandmother called and all that. So if the cops already knew all of that information going into it, like if the grandmother called and said that, somebody in my yard in the car, and maybe one of my family members, if she put all of that in there, the dispatcher person who is taking that call is going to type all of those words in there word for word, basically. So the cops should know all of that stuff when they arrive on the scene.
So what if, let's just say that dispatcher forgot to mention that? Do you think they will actually, like, say from your department, they would have blamed her or they would have blamed you?
Everybody's going to be blamed for what they're wrong for. So a part of that investigation, they will go back and listen to the actual audio of whatever the 911 call is that the dispatcher got. They'll listen to it over and over again, listen to every word of it, and then compare that to what that dispatcher typed into the computer. So that is going to tell them what that cop should have known before they got on the scene. Everything that was typed into that computer, not what came on the phone call, but everything that was in the computer. So if the dispatcher did their job and everything is good there, that'll get them off the hook. If they left out that, this might be one of my family members and key elements like that, that's a failure on them. And yeah, they may have some kind of punishment or whatever coming to them. As far as the officers, they're responsible for their actions regardless of what's in there. Because there's a lot of calls you get as an officer. It's called a 911 unknown or a 911 hang up. It's basically someone called 911. They didn't say anything. You don't know what's wrong, but a cop has to go and respond. And it's kind of treated almost like an emergency. They're not going to go blue lights and sirens all the time, but you have to respond just to see, did somebody call 911 and they couldn't say anything because they're abducted or whatever? We got to go see what actually happened there. So there's a lot of calls that a cop goes into that they are blind going into it. So that's no excuse for the action that they take, regardless of what the dispatcher put in there. So
okay, so let's. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was going to say let's say you got that call and you're approaching this situation and how they just approached it. You see a guy, he's asleep right there, and they actually tapped the matter. I'm gonna play it real quick. I know I'm only gonna play that part.
Okay.
That way you could see like how much time they had, to really recognize the situation.
Yeah,
and they pulled on. They seen him. They looked at him. He was asleep. Obviously. They looked in there. They seen he had a gun on his lap. So their plan was to open the door, snatch the gun off his lap. But when they reached on the door, and they were doing that from the passenger side, I don't know why they wouldn't do it from the driver's side if that was the plan.
Right.
But they decided to do that. But when they seen that the door was locked, that's when they still decided to tap on the door. Well, I guess at least the officer that we see it from is the officer that was at the passenger side.
Right.
So I believe there was an officer at the driver's side and probably an officer at the back. But I would think they would back up to a safe distance. Well, let me ask you what you would have did. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, everything is going to be situation dependent, of course, knowing the area and stuff like that. But based on what's been described, and you have multiple officers there. Let's say you had 2 or even 3 officers there. There's multiple ways you could do it. Like you're saying, if they're approaching from the passenger side, but they've already had the time to look and see he's asleep, he has a gun on his lap, they've been able to see the whole situation kind of safely without him even knowing they're there, then, I mean, they could have had, say, 1 or 2 on the passenger side, kind of back say back door of passenger side. So a person, they got to turn all the way around to look at you if you're kind of like at their back window, right? So if you're sitting in the driver's seat, somebody could be on the one of the cops could have been on the passenger side, say like back seat window type of area. One of the cops could have been on the driver's side, back seat window type of area, right? So one of them decide to knock on the window. Of course, he is going, you knock on the window, you give the commands of, show me your hands, stuff like that, put your hands up, that type of stuff. But you want, number one person giving the commands so he can understand it ain't a whole bunch of people yelling at him. You've already figured all of that out. Who's in charge of the scene? So one person's going to be yelling the commands. Other people have other things. One person going to maybe have a gun out on them. Another person may have something non-lethal pulled out that, depending on how the situation goes. But you're going to surprise them, so you're from behind, so you can knock on one side and maybe have your lethal person on the other side. Like if he go for that gun, then he gonna get it. But if he shows us his hands, then we can start giving them other commands from there, get him out the car, all of that stuff. But they kind of sound like they went into it scared and ready to shoot. If they had all of that time to surveil the situation and still took shots, number one, and the 30 shots, that's a situation of one officer heard somebody shooting, so everybody started shooting. And that in itself is supposed to be illegal and something that officers get charged with. There's a specific term for it, I can't remember, but that in itself is supposed to be something officers get charged with.
Oh, I did not know that.
Now, whether or not DAs actually charge them or
the
not,
rest of them.
Yeah, you can't just start shooting. You have to actually see a threat posed. You have to be able to explain
So every person has to explain why I shot, and it has to be a justifiable reason why you shot. It can't be just, hey, I seen him start shooting, so I figured it was something wrong.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Because he started shooting is not a good enough reason for you to start shooting. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even know what the hell he's shooting at, unless you do know what he's shooting at. But you have to be able to explain that. And that's a part of the problem of why, like when we saw those Memphis officers, and I don't know what happened in the aftermath of this, when they do their crime and then they get together and start talking about it, what are they doing? Corroborating the story. What's the first thing they do when they bust people? They separate y'all, put y'all in separate rooms so you can't get your stories together. So then whenever they go talk to one, they can try to flip the story on the other. But what you see the cops do,
you notice how they always do it. They on the scene and get it all together.
Exactly. They get it all figured out. So whenever they go actually write the physical report, it all goes together. I saw a gun. Why did I see a gun? Because he said he saw a gun. And I started shooting. Why? Because he started shooting, but I can't say that. I got to start shooting because he saw the gun. But I said I saw the gun too. You know what I'm saying? So they have to make sure their stories are straight before they leave and when they write it down on that paper. And as you see in a lot of these situations, when you're doing that and you're lying, that's when they're getting caught. Because a lot of these Memphis officers, the problem they're getting caught up with now is that their stories don't match the body cam footage.
Right. So here's the approach right here. If you're looking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm watching.
So as you can see, he's already this officer at least. And I don't see any other ones. I don't see one going to the back of the car. Would you recommend one go to the back of the car?
I would have, if the person who is in the car is sitting in the front seat, I would recommend them all approaching from the back. He has to turn around. You want him to have to make a whole bunch of maneuvers to actually see you, but he can listen to you and obey your commands without seeing you. So you don't want to be in the front of him. I wouldn't want to be in the front of him. That's just like whenever you see cops, if you watch cop shows and they're going to approach a door, they don't stand right in front of the door when they knock. They stand to the side of it. Why? Because if you want to shoot through the door, you can shoot through the door. You expect them to be there, but you don't expect them to be to the side maybe. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put yourself in a strategic position where you have the advantage on them. You got the drop on them, You don't want to be standing right there. Hey, here I am,
I would think that you probably would want somebody like dead in front of the hood also, maybe to flash a light on him, and that way you can actually see if he does reach for the gun. I know you would want to be somewhere where you see if he actually reaches for it, but at least give him an opportunity. Put your hands up, and now I can clearly see you, and you could clearly see me. Now my officer from the back side can come open the door, snatch the gun out your lap. And then we can find out what's going on if you're a legal owner or not.
And that's possible too. Yeah.
Any combat measures.
That's a way to do it.
I mean, because especially
looking at it from a student. Yeah, especially if you standing right in front of the car and you got your gun out pointed right at him. So whenever he wake up, he gonna see this barrel, pointed right at him, and he gonna hear the commands.
Right.
And then you may have the officers from the back, but you also got to watch for crossfire in that. You don't really want to be pointing your gun where your other, officers are. So you kind of got to look out for that type of, deal as well. You don't want crossfire. You don't want two people pointing guns in the same, where they're going to be pointing at each other at any point in time. So, yeah, as you see, they shot 30 times and only hit them 3 times. So they weren't good shots. They would have shot each other the hell up before they did anything else.
I don't know where they was. I don't know how they shot 30 shots and nobody only hit them 3 times.
Right.
What was they shooting at?
Exactly. Great question.
You might as well stop shooting if you was just only trying to scare them or something. You might as well just stop shooting after like 3 shots.
Great.
If I would have shot, I probably would have stopped shooting like at some point.
They emptied their clips more than likely. They probably carry, they might carry 10, 11, they may carry, I don't know what they carry, but they may carry 1 in the chamber and a 9-round magazine, let's say. It could be something like that. So they probably all just about emptied their clips.
He's got a gun right on his lap.
So he identified that gun right there.
Right.
Got a gun right on his lap. Do you want me to go try to open this door and grab it? It's locked.
Let's go ahead and wake him up.
And remember, y'all, they edited this video before they released it.
I'm gonna stand right here. Chandler, if he falls on that gun, it goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, at this point, it doesn't look like they're trying to put like a light on his face to make sure he's, he's not never going for the gun or anything. They're not trying to make sure they alert him or anything.
Right.
Like, if you're wondering who he is, right now should be the time you can set up your positioning. Like, hey, you need to stand right. You need to keep a light on him at all times or whatever, so we can make sure he does not reach for that gun. I'll be right here in this direct line of vision. So, there's, I would think positioning would be the most important thing right here.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make the situation, it's all about the situational awareness. That's what we call it, and you got to be aware of everything that's going on around. But definitely if the person in the car, in the vehicle, you feel like with the gun is the threat, then definitely keeping eyes on him is important.
Right.
Police department. Police! Put your hands.
And if you could look right there, this cop, he's reloading.
And he was backing away the whole time, and he was just shooting.
Backing away. So how can you know that this man is doing anything? Hell, you could have got this far away from the beginning and said, "Hands up, police! Get out of the car!" If y'all were gonna so concerned about your safety.
Here's the thing that Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, here's the thing that gets them hook, line, and sinker. To me, if you have an honest DA and the people prosecuting them. In the military, we say 1 shot, 1 kill. Why? Because in the military, our job is to shoot and kill. It's not to shoot to hurt somebody or whatever. However, in the police department, we are trained shoot to stop the threat. Not shoot to kill, shoot to stop the threat. So they have to be able to explain how a threat continued to exist after shot 1, after shot 2, after shot 3, after shot 4. After each shot, they have to explain what threat continued to exist. They just emptied their magazines in an attempt like they were shooting to kill. So again, if you have an honest prosecutor, this should be very easy for all of them, because whoever shot that many shots, let's say, because I can't say how many each one of them shot, but let's say all of them shot 10 shots and there was 3 officers. Each one of them have to explain what threat continued to exist after each shot they took, or they should be guilty.
Wow. Well, they're on administrative leave, and it's been investigated, and it's been investigated ever since December the 31st. So obviously they haven't figured out in this video what these officers did wrong and if they should be charged yet or not.
Exactly.
So I guess as long as this man is alive, we can't. He's not gonna get the proper justice. It took him to, not be here anymore.
Yep. That's the difference in the laws in the different places, and that's why we got to pay attention to who we got in office locally, not just, the national headlines, but the local people too. We got to pay attention to that because a DA is a person that is, they get elected and the stuff comes through the mayor and whoever your local people are. So that person, just like the one in Memphis, pretty much immediately charged those officers. That DA in Indianapolis had the ability to immediately charge those officers because they would have seen these videos immediately. It doesn't get held back from them.
Now, let me ask you this, because I know you're the wiser dude than a lot of people that, just you ain't going to play politics with this. Just how it seems like everybody's stepping up and saying, oh, we need to fire this Memphis chief or whatever. Would you hold the chief responsible for this type of behavior from the officers also?
I wouldn't do it based off of just their actions right there, but as part of the investigation that should be going on into that department as a whole, they need to investigate whether that chief is responsible for creating the culture that is there, because they obviously have a culture that treats Black people, especially Black men, as less than citizens. So if they can, through some of the stuff like you have been talking about from her coming from Atlanta and different places like that, and she's responsible for creating that Scorpion unit, if they can show that she is responsible for creating that culture there, then I feel like she should be held accountable, but not just solely based on the actions of those officers at that time.
But my thing is, wouldn't this be considered? Because the way that they're handling this, okay, you put them on administrative leave, and here we are a couple of months down the road, and there's no criminal charges being charged or whatever, and it's clear what, this was not what's the term for it? Unethical or
unethical, yeah.
Disobeying the oath, all that stuff there. So if they don't do anything, they're pretty much it's pretty much explaining the unchecked behavior, because even if you did suspend these guys or whatever, they still can get a job. So you're not checking them.
Right.
So that's not you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If they're not checking them right now, that would be considered them not doing their job also, right?
Oh yeah, I agree. Are you talking about the chief in Indianapolis where this just
happened?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about the Memphis chief. No, yeah, the Indianapolis chief. Yeah, they definitely.
I'm talking about the Indianapolis chief.
Yeah, they definitely need to have something go down.
Right now, they only giving them an administrative leave.
No,
and
they got
no charges are being pressed.
Well, see, the chief, the police chief. The police chief is not responsible for charges being pressed. However, the police chief can fire them. So yeah, they need to not no administrative leave. They need to be let go. Especially, you said this goes back to this a couple months old now. So the police chief has seen this video. They've seen that these officers did not act within their sworn oath, and that they need to be fired. My opinion. Now
so it would be the DA that's supposed to be charging them.
The DA is another person who needs to be looked at, because why haven't these officers been charged with anything yet? So it's always multiple fold, because another person you have to look at is the mayor, because the DA may not be charging anything because the mayor doesn't want that attention on Indianapolis, because with this comes a whole lot of political and media attention. So the mayor, who kind of has the strings of the DA, may be saying, let's not make this one a big, circus and let it kind of slide under the radar or whatever. So there's a whole bunch of people that, without us feeling any certain way about a political, person, is politics that gets involved whenever it starts going up the chain and political people start telling the people who are supposed to be making the decisions what to do and what not to do. So there's all those possibilities out there.
Right. But yeah, I definitely want to get your expert opinion about it, man. I seen you on your video, man. You was dropping all your experience and everything. I said, man, I gotta start having Iceberg come up more with his expert opinion. He's definitely more credible than these people we've been seeing on the news.
Appreciate you. But see, here's
you
the
made a
thing.
great, you made a great point.
You are too. You are too. And that's the problem. People out there listening to CNN and Fox News, you got experience that none of them damn people on them networks have ever had. So you can talk about it. Most of them have not been in the military. Most of them have not been police officers. So I got experience that they don't have. They got experience going to school and a whole bunch of people telling them on teleprompters what to say and what stories to cover. We out here covering the real stuff happening in America from real life people and real experience. So, hey, bro, I love collaborating with you. I love listening to your breakdowns and anything I can do from my side that, you know, talk from a different perspective, because we're coming from different worlds. I was never in the streets. Right. You know, I was never part of that life, but you were, and you and me can have conversation all day long from totally different worlds.
Right.
I love it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up, man. This Iceberg Thoughts, man. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all sub up, man. Great conversation.
Salute to
anytime,
y'all.
brother.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna go to the next story.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here and go work on this battery. Appreciate y'all.
Man, handle your business, man. Good luck to you.
All right, now.
So yeah, y'all, there's from a experience perspective, or somebody who was actually in that field, and just tell them what it is, you know, that they're supposed to look at when they're trying to make these decisions. But as y'all can see, my point is proven when I say sometimes, hey, if you don't die, nobody's gonna get, you know, the real justice or whatever. They're just gonna, you know, try to do whatever they can to try to say you did something wrong. Oh, he had a gun on his lap. Okay, he didn't reach for that gun. You know, there's plenty of people that you've arrested and if they got a gun. Hell, that's why make it a Second Amendment right when you can't even use it. It's gonna get you killed. That don't make no darn sense. Now, let's get to this, y'all. I saved this one for last because this one is gonna be heartbreaking, especially coming from a place like Mississippi, because we have the Emmett Till type stories, and you know, anytime you ever seen a racist South movie, it always had to come out of Mississippi. But this young man, and y'all probably haven't heard of this story either, because like I say, unless you're dead, it don't want to come to surface. But this one here is coming to surface. This one here is about to boil to a head. And it's been going on for a little while without the proper recognition. As y'all can see, let me hold on real quick, y'all. Let me drop this. What's the name in my description? I need to drop this. I'm gonna drop the GoFundMe account in the description. I did that wrong. Because when y'all see this, and you know, you might want to help out. I don't know. It's up to you, but I definitely did. I want to put it in here so everybody will know. The young man is still alive, but I'm about to tell y'all what he just had to go through. And there's no video footage of this, and this is probably why it's not getting the kind of attention that it probably should do, because there's no video footage of it. But I'm about to read y'all the GoFundMe, and this story has been going around though. It's been on Twitter, it's been on, you know, a whole bunch of other websites or whatever. YouTube, did a lot of YouTube videos about it also, but it's still been swept under the rug. Hold on, I'll just drop the link in the chat. Okay, let me get into the story though. Let me let y'all know what happened. I'm gonna read off the fundraiser what happened to this brother here. His name is Micheal Corey Jenkins. Micheal Corey Jenkins was brought into the emergency room at UMMC January the 25th, 2003. So this happened, what's the date? February the 12th. So we're 2 weeks into it. 2 weeks into it, and let me know if it's y'all first time hearing this story. And this is after the Tyree Nichols situation. Micheal Corey Jenkins was brought into the emergency room at UMMC January 25th, 2023, Wednesday morning, with a gunshot wound to the mouth. A gunshot wound to the mouth, y'all. When I found out my son, and this is the mother speaking, was shot in the mouth by the police, I contacted Rankin County Sheriff's Department and asked what were they charging him with. So she wanted to know, what did he do? What did they charge? Why was it necessary to shoot him in the mouth? I was told he was under investigation. He was under investigation, not them. He was under investigation. I then gave them my name and phone number so they can contact me. When my son was in surgery the first time, I was not there, but they said they needed to contact me to do another emergency surgery. The doctor called and told me he had to have another surgery because he had a bleeding artery, and she was trying to contact me, and she said that she just received my information an hour prior to calling when the Rankin County Police Department had my information. So she had already called these folks, gave them their information, and they're not even telling her, giving the family of the victim the proper information so she can make decisions for him, knowing that they got this guy in their custody, that they're responsible for being in here. And all they just need to do is something very simple: pass on her information to the hospital. The same police department that shot my son in the mouth is guarding him every day so that he has to look at the people who shot him. He was in ICU where he was being watched now. He's in a room with Rankin County Police in the room with him, and there's no way for anybody to see him, and I'm concerned for my son's life, that something may happen to him. P.S. They accused my son of displaying a gun, and that was their reason for shooting him. But the witness stated that he didn't have a gun. The witness told us that he was beat, tased, and handcuffed while on his knees. Let me repeat that, y'all. The witness, not the lying-ass police officers that put stuff in their account just to justify it. And even if he displayed a handgun, how did he all of a sudden get handcuffed, beat, tased, and all that stuff with a gun? And shot in the mouth. The witness told us that he was beat, tased, and handcuffed while on his knees. The witness also stated that they went back and forth tasing him to see whose taser was the strongest. My son was handcuffed when he was shot in the mouth by Rankin County officer. He was handcuffed while he was shot. The man was handcuffed while he was shot. My son is still in critical condition and has a long road to recover. With everyone's continuous presence and support, we'll be able to get justice my son deserves. Not only justice for him, but every other innocent person, male or female, that Rankin County Sheriff's Department has killed. Anything that is donated will be greatly appreciated. update. I just want to thank each and every one of you who have supported my son through this time. We're able to see Michael. We're able to get the police out of his room. We still have a very long road to recover, but we ask that you all please continue to keep us in it. So that's a blessing. The update was in February the 7th, they was able to finally get into the room. The police left him alone. So pretty much he's in there, kind of the smoke done cleared a little bit. So obviously he hasn't done anything wrong. There's no excuse for shooting somebody in the mouth while they're handcuffed. No excuse. No, I saw where the young man was shot execution style on his knees in the back of his head in the car. Wow. I think I remember that story. And that story faded away like MJ. Yeah, stories like that, they get buried. You don't find out about no arrest, none of that stuff like that. And there's a couple of people that had reported on this story. Let me see if I can find a quick one. The ones I saw, you know, they're pretty much just showed the what I just showed y'all, the fundraiser page. Let me see real quick. Yeah, pretty much people are showing the fundraiser page, what was said. I think the mother, she came out and said some things. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Yeah, let me play the video of the mother real quick, y'all. And she'll explain more about what's going on. Oh yeah, because you know when it's those black cops, oh they don't mind throwing them to the wolves. They was quick to throw their ass out there. But you telling me this ain't equally or even worse? You shot the man in the mouth. I mean, he's not dead. I guess that's the only difference. If the man was dead, then I guess then you can't deny what you did. The cause is death. But right now, the most you can charge them with is aggravated assault. That's the highest form of anything before you can get to the actual death besides attempted murder. You know they're not going to charge them with attempted murder. And even if he died, they're going to charge him with murder in the second degree.
A pretty, well-known TikToker. And this is her right here. This is her right here. Her name is, make sure I get this correct. It's Lachey Greenwood. Now, I'm going to play her video real quickly here. And she's mentioning that this is a person, okay, that she goes to church with. And
okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I thought that was the mother. But as y'all just heard, it was a person that she goes to church with. So she knows this young man from church. Wow. Not from the streets. She knows the young man from church.
This young man was allegedly brutally attacked by cops in Mississippi and in Rankin County. And he's currently in the hospital. So, like I said, there's nothing online on a news basis, but we got more to that. So let me play her video here, and you guys can hear it for yourself.
I don't do this often, but okay. One of my church members, his name is Micheal Jenkins, was handcuffed, tased, beaten and shot in the mouth by Market County. And currently he's still alive, but he's in critical condition. So they're not letting family see him. And Rankin County is basically guarding him, watching over him in the ICU, and his parents and we all are just scared for his life. So if you could, we're asking you to donate any amount that you have. I already have. I know that his mom would greatly appreciate it. So thank you. And I would like for everyone to just tag Rankin County, the police department, the mayor.
So it goes on a bit more. She's asking people to tag the news, obviously PD, the mayor, Black Lives Matter. So I have a TikTok account, okay, but I don't go on TikTok. And go fun, and this thing anybody do. I just wanted to just pass story. Contact me when my son was in surgery the first time. I was not there, but they said they needed to contact me to do another.
Okay, and that's pretty much what I just read off, y'all. That's pretty much what I just read off. But I did not have the ladies. I wanted to hear what she had to say as far as the church member. I'll make a video about that a little later, so I'm gonna check more details into it, see if there's anything else, any more details out here about it. But as y'all can see, man, we just the world witnessed the Tyree Nichols situation live on camera. These situations are happening like this all the time, and people just don't. I don't know, man. It's like you would think that these officers would see these other situations. They would be more conscious about how they move out here, but it seems like it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. It's sad. You know, shooting a guy 30 times. You know, you got people choking other folks out, and you know, they'll beat you to death, all this stuff, and then you say, well, all of them ain't bad, but you be like, well, if we see all this about black people, and then we have people say, oh, well, majority of them, yeah, all of them ain't bad, but shit, the ones I see. But man, it's getting sad out here, man. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all just, man, hey, hug your loved ones, because it's crazy out here, man. It's the plum fool out here. These police ain't got no they ain't got no chill, it seems like. So when you see these folks, man, put your hands out the window, do whatever possible. I mean, sometimes it ain't nothing possible. Yeah, I done had situations where police done damn near killed me also, so it's like, it's just really, it's luck. It's all within the luck, within the blessing, because they tried to kill that young man. But we're going to end this live, y'all, with a data teacher moment. We'll end this live with a data teacher moment. I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me. Miss J, Lovelace, Musa Braun, Carl Belton, Bird 3 Rivers, 912, Fat Girl Hunky Tonk, New Debate, Sister T, Iceberg Thoughts. I appreciate you coming up, brother. Carl Belton, Douglas Cook, Ray H. Salute to everybody else. Salute to the people who will be watching it later. I'll probably go live a little later. It is, try to go live either before or after the Super Bowl. It's only 12 o'clock, so give me a couple of hours, man. Let me round up some information and see what else is out here in the YouTube streets that I can cover. I'll also make just some short videos about some of these topics that I just covered just to give more attention to the detail of those situations that y'all want to know of. I'm gonna try to find out what kind of charges that building climber had got. I'm gonna try to see what else we had covered earlier today. What's going on with the Michael Irvin situation? How much farther that what's coming out about that? How that's gonna get handled? Like I said, I think he's suing for $100 million. He's suing that hotel and he's suing that woman, which I hope he get every dime of it. But that's gonna take years. They just ruined his career over a conversation. That is how serious the council culture is, y'all. That is how serious the council culture is. Salute V-Chan. But let's end this on I think I got 2 data feature moments. So let's check out data feature moment number 1. When you're out in public places, it's very important that you don't disrespect people out there. Watch them out.
My phone went dead. I was using my my phone as far as for my audio. So here's the data teacher moment. Like I said, when you out in a public event, man, it's wise to watch your mouth. Now, what got this little dude his ass whooped? Not watching his mouth. Did y'all just hear what he just called this big white dude? So this the type of, I can understand if this was a big black dude. It probably would have been worse. Oh, my sound is clear now. Was my sound not clear before? Maybe I need to start using this headset. I was using the other one because it was wireless. But I can start using this one now. I'm sorry, my bad. You should have told me my sound wasn't clear. I would have been switched over. But he called the big dude. Oh, it was low. Okay. I think I know how to change that. I turned it down a little bit. I thought it was loud. But look at this dude. He just called him a dumbass nigga. And I think he got offended by being called a nigga. Oh. He made him praise the Holy Ghost, y'all. Hey, he hit him one time, his hand went up. Tell me y'all he ain't praising God right now. Look at him. One hand there. Wave your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Wave your hands in the air. Hey, everybody do the wave. Hey, he doing the nay-nay, ain't it? He made that boy do the nay-nay. I mean, nay-nay. Everybody hit that boy so hard, he made him do the nay-nay. Ooh, shit. That boy did the nay-nay. Oh, damn, my bad. I missed it. Clicked off the picture.
All right then. Hey, look up here. Dumbass nigga. Yo.
So after he did the nay-nay, he ran back up. Couldn't even reach the man. Look at him. Just weak. Just weak for no reason. Ain't got no arm reach, no nothing. Who taught you how to fight? This man ain't breaking a sweat. This man ain't doing no movement, no nothing. He's struggling. You say play it one more time? Hey, he's struggling. He's struggling so bad. He can't even get. He just gonna get beat to death. Hold on, I'm gonna play it back one more time. I know y'all like that. I know y'all like that nay-nay.
All right then. Hey, look up here. Dumbass nigga. Yo.
Ooh, that'll teach him. Oh man. I think he went to sleep in the air and woke back up, y'all. Cause look at him. He sleep right now, and he take a nap, like a quick nap. This is the quickest nap you ever seen in your life. He praising the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hey, someone asked the question. Ooh. And then he woke up. He took a quick nap and woke right back up. He immediately got a hand around his throat. He can't do a damn thing.
Hey.
What? Now you just gonna get beat up.
Let's go.
Hey, his girl fighting harder than him. Now his girl ruthless now. She coming with them haymakers now. He couldn't get nothing off. And she done got 2 off real fast. He couldn't get not one punch off, and she done came over there and she had to fight his battle for him. Look at her. Now you better jump up. And still get beat up. Man, let your girl fight, bro. Your girl had this. Your girl had this until you just had to continue to make an ass of yourself. Your girl had it. She was winning. She's still connected. She doing the damage now. She really doing the damage. And look at him. Hey, he's too weak, man. I know he get beat up by his girl all the time. She be beating his ass, y'all.
Boy, little boy, hey, little boy, hey, little boy,
no, fuck,
little boy,
no,
hey,
fuck
little
that.
Hey, he don't want to take this ass whooping. He don't want to take that ass whooping.
Little boy.
No, hell no. I ain't done shit. I ain't done shit. He hit me first.
Now he getting choked out by a whole new dude. You done got busting your shit. You done got choked by one dude. Your girl over there, she ain't even...
No, fuck that. Fuck that. He hit me first, right? No, fuck that. No.
Hey.
And the girl was doing the most fighting, y'all. He was doing the most fighting. That's amazing. All right, so next data teacher moment. No, this ain't a data teacher moment, y'all. This a funny moment. So How many y'all? When I was a kid, y'all, I used to love that song. I ain't gonna lie. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Light big busting, I cannot lie. You put it in your face. Yeah, how many of y'all like that song? How many of y'all like that song? Now, if you heard that, what if you was deaf? You would have never been able to hear that song. unless you had a translator. Yeah. Y'all ever seen Sir Mix-a-Lot translated for deaf people? What they call the people that do the translation for deaf people? Watch this, y'all.
She gotta pack much back. So, fellas, your girlfriend got the butt. Tell her shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got back.
Hey, is that how you say the open booty in deaf? I don't know what's the term for deaf people. I don't want to be disrespectful, y'all. Is that how you say LA with the open booty? The open booty interpreters. Yeah, that's what they call it, interpreters. Hey, she doing that thing though. Hey, look how she describing Baby Got Back. So when you talking to a, you know what I'm saying, a deaf person, you like, is a deaf person thick? Sign language. Yeah, sign language. That's what it is. Sign language. This is singing Sir Mix-a-Lot in sign language. This is amazing, man. Now think about how many times she had to listen to this song so she can, you know what I'm saying, like properly transfer the words that he's saying in sign language. She probably started booty shaking and shit in the music while she couldn't stop dancing long enough to even remember the words.
So I'm looking at rock videos. Not these bimbos walking like hoes. You can have them bimbos.
Hold on, is that how you say walking like hoes in sign language?
I'm looking at rock videos. Not these bimbos walking.
Look how you do walking like hoes in sign language, y'all. So if you ever want to say you walking like a hoe in sign language, this how you say y'all walking like hoes.
Like hoes. You can have them bimbos. I'll keep my women like Flojo. I word to the thick soul sisters. I wanna get with ya. I won't cuss or hit ya, but I gotta be straight when I say I wanna.
Oh man, y'all want to see that punch one more time? I'm gonna just show the punch. Lord, someone asked the question, why do we sing? Oh man, you can't make this stuff up, man. Hold on, I got one more data teacher moment, I believe. Hold up. Okay. Here's the last one here, y'all. Pause lost this. My bad. So here's the last data teacher moment, y'all. As a landlord, this man is a landlord for, well, not a landlord. Oh shit, did I? Airbnb. And y'all know it be these little ghetto black girls that be renting these Airbnbs, and you can't just be talking to them all crazy. But I think these Asian folks don't know that. Asian folks don't be knowing that. They think that they can talk to black folks the way that they talk to their own women, and that jump be okay. And it ain't okay, because black women, you know, black women are hard to deal with. Hey, y'all have to teach every other race about why we have a hard time with y'all ass. And this dude, he got taught the hard way. Where is this damn video? Why is it acting like this? Well, whenever it decides to load up. Well, maybe it won't load up for me. Well, I guess not. I guess not. All right. Well, I have it ready for the next live. I guess I got y'all hyped off that one for nothing. But yeah, I have it ready for the next live. But I enjoyed having a little fun with y'all. I ain't gonna be talking about y'all women today. I gotta get y'all now. One of these times now. I get the fellas too. Salute, Damn D. But I'm gonna get out of here for right now, man. I'll be back a little later. I appreciate everybody. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm gonna get out of here. Salute, Wickmade 912 out your area. Said that'll teach Leo's woman the one we know we got to work on. I get it. Let me shut up. Let me stay in my place.